Untouched by Wrong one. Hey, welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show for you tonight. Drones and all kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking about the Mavic Air 3 rumors. There's some buzz going on about that, but should be pretty interesting. But before we do that, it is time for a little humor. It's time for a few jokes. Maybe the panelists will enjoy it. Hopefully they will. So let's get to it. Alrighty. This is Good Vibrations. I live next door to two lesbians. They asked me what I wanted for my birthday. They got me a Rolex. But I don't think they quite understood when I said I want a watch. Dominic like that. Today I was asked to go out by 20 girls. I was in the women's shower. Oh, that's going to be a delayed laughter there. Alrighty. Page 2. If a midget walks up to you and tells you your hair smells, thank you, your hair smells nice, is that sexual harassment? What's the difference between a Western girl and an Arab girl? A Western girl gets stoned before she commits adultery. I've been sleeping with my girlfriend and her twin, but luckily I could tell them apart. Her brother has a mustache. My wife thinks having sex doggy style means making me sit up and beg for it. Oh, Jim knows all about that. A medical report states that the human male is physically capable of enjoying sex up and beyond the age of 80. Not as a participant, of course. There's a new addition to Kama Sutra. It's called the plumber position. You stay in all day and nobody comes. The trouble with safe sex is that you have to remember the combination. I'm in trouble with my girlfriend after she asked me where I was taking her on Valentine's Day. Over the coffee table was not what she wanted to hear. What do you call a man with a 3-inch penis? Justin. Oh, Justin. There you go. My girlfriend used to kiss me on the lips, but now that's all over. One more. I brought my wife a vibrator. She's done nothing but moan ever since. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, let's bring up our first contestant or panelist all the way from the land down under, down by Melbourne. Let's welcome Dominic.
Hey,
welcome, Dominic.
You mean first
Mr. Excitement.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep this rolling because Dominic just talking up a storm. Let's welcome our friend from the Great White North on the shores of Lake Ontario. Let's welcome the effervescent Jim Beauchart.
Cut it out, Art. Just cut it out. You start using that joke with the M word. I got banned on TikTok for using that one.
Oh boy. All right, let's welcome our other little friend. Well, he's not so little. He's a pretty cool dude. He does some really good video work and waiting for the DVD to come to me. Let's welcome all the way from Port St. Lucie, where they're nice and dry now from the hurricane. Let's welcome Uncle Bill. Welcome,
There
welcome.
he is. Good evening, all.
Havana.
Havana. Yeah.
I was gonna say the first person to say that has to buy me one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, only 2 more weeks till the contest, so Jim, you just may get lucky.
Well, you're giving away in Nevada.
No,
He's so,
the
you're generous.
Mavic Mini.
Okay. Well, hey, Mavic Mini is a great drum. Jim.
Yes, it is.
You were
Jim?
talking about that joke about the guy with the 3-inch penis. That's mini.
Ooh.
Yeah, but a mini, a
Justin,
Mavic
yeah.
Mini is still almost 8 ounces. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If I had 8 ounces, I'd have half a pound.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jim,
Hi.
if you how you doing, brother? And Dominic, always
Swell.
good to see you down under. Yeah, down under. And then Artie, we were speaking earlier, and it's always my pleasure to be here. Who's in the chat? Are there people in there just saying hi?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's-
there's people in the chat. We
Let's say
haven't said
hello to
to.
everybody.
Got Warren and John said hello to me, and Catskills Brad. Do we know Catskills Brad? I like his
Yeah,
name.
he's
I like,
been around
I like
a
the
bit.
Catskills. He's been around a lot. Hi, Catskills
Yeah,
Brad.
around, yeah.
I'm sorry. Somebody say hello to everybody in the chat because I'm too.
All right, we
everybody in
got
the chat.
Jody, Drone Shot, and Joe, Captain Joe Merca, USA Drone Flyer, Bill, Quinn Dynasty, Unlimited, Unlimited Vertical. We got Joe Photo Leo, and we got Alan, Drone Views Media. We got John, Flying Flynn Media. And Michael,
Couple of Johns.
Mr. B Outdoors Misadventures.
Couple of
God bless America,
Johns. We've got a Barclay.
land that I love. I don't know the rest of the words.
Stand
Anyway, we
beside
got-
her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. And then we got
From the
Warren,
mountains to the
Akira
prairies,
Show.
from the oceans. Never mind. Continue.
And we got Barclays,
disappointed.
107
Very disappointed.
Drones.
Yeah,
Justin,
so-
One Vision Aerial. Your
So disappointed.
coffee will be on its way soon.
Yay.
Yeah. Mark R. White. Yes, he is white.
Hi, Mark.
Who
Again.
else? Oh, and then I saw Grant, Mr. Steak
Yeah.
Steak
Grant,
drunk.
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 Dustin,
Yes.
if we haven't said hello to him. Johnny
Yep.
DRC. Eric Lipinski.
Johnny D. And Jim Beauchart. And Eric Lipinski.
I was singing the rest of that song without bothering anybody.
Yeah.
Oh bother. What are you, Pooh Bear?
Yeah.
You know, Artie, I wanted to get ready. I just got back from work, as you know, because I was talking to you in the car on the way home, and I wanted to be here so badly that I left my, look at my Stuart Bowl youth coach. You have to get certified for that I'm not a child molester. Anyway, I got that shirt still on. I never replaced my pants, just so you know.
Oh.
But you
I
are
am-
wearing
No.
no?
Well,
Bill,
Bill,
but
you
I
definitely
wear
are
those sports shorts.
certifiable.
I wear those sports shorts, so they look like shorts.
Oh, good.
I wore them in the yard, so.
Are you wearing bird dogs?
What?
You haven't seen? Oh God, those have been ads that played all summer on YouTube for bird dog shorts, and they've got a liner in them, so you don't have to wear underwear with.
Right.
And they got a
What's
character.
So you're going to
that's
spend all that
Pinocchio.
money to buy these things instead of just putting on a pair of underwear.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't worn underwear
Okay.
in 4 months.
That makes it what?
I haven't worn underwear in 4 months.
No, I heard
Oh,
you.
okay.
That was.
I hate to know that.
What?
It depends.
I wore those lately either.
No, I like these. These are the sports shorts. They go partially down your leg, and they're tight. They look like shorts. Very comfy.
Good. So there's rumors going about around a Mavic Air 3.
Hey.
Of
Air
course there
3
is.
Classic or is an SE. So,
Wow.
What?
And I've been digging and found a few things out about it.
Digging.
Okay.
And there's some photos and everything.
Fake
So,
photo.
What is there? Oh,
yep. Let me-
I'll bet you're about to show them to us.
Yeah.
yeah, as soon as I find them.
You're gonna
That'd be
feel
awesome.
the dirt on it.
While you're doing that, I'll keep digging.
You're not even close.
Alrighty.
No Air 3. Let's see it. Let me check in here. Different
Okay,
Don't get
DJI
gross.
Air 3 release date. Spring,
Not
rumored
in
to
here
be
either.
spring of 23.
And I
This
just
is
might do that.
by
That might be
Live at
my.
Drone.
If they come out with an Air 3, that might be my next drone.
Yeah.
I've been avoiding all this other crazy money stuff, and that sounds like a winner for me.
Hi, Don. My Ball Creative.
I know nothing about it. What's going to come in it? I don't know anything. I just know that the Air 2S and the Air 2 were such fabulous drones, and they really were. They were worth the money. You don't hear people disappointed in their Air 2s and Air 2Ss. You don't hear a lot of complaining.
Nobody.
Nobody. You know, people are still saying it's like value-wise, it's one of the best
Okay.
drones out there. So the Air 3S, I'm on
Air
it, baby.
3S will come with the improved Air 2 specs to keep their market share intact.
Yeah.
So now I got
Mr. B, Mr. B makes love to his Air 2. See? Oh, you love your Air 2. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's nothing physical.
Now-
Got it.
Now we're just going to sit back and wait for the Mini 4 then.
Yeah.
I'll be a week later.
Well, how about the Phantom 5?
Yeah, Phantom 5, Pocket
Mhm.
3. We'll just keep adding numbers
I
until we get it
soon.
right. Sooner or later, they'll come out.
I think I'll wait for the Phantom 5 then.
Yeah.
Unlimited Vertical says if I was in the market for a new camera drone, Air 2S would be on short. It should be. It's a rock solid drone. You know, it does what it's supposed to do, and it always comes home. So how can you beat that? Hi, Susan Lee. Hi, Flying Flynn Media,
Susan
John,
Lee.
Hey,
and
Susan.
Chuck's in the chat.
I've missed you out.
And who cares?
Anybody
Says
else?
Just kidding.
5.4K at 60 frames per second. Might even be
Right.
5.7K.
Why not
New
just
transmission,
why
it
not
will
just
be
round it up to
an
6?
03 Plus. Can
Plus,
transmit 1080p at 60 frames per second.
excellent. Kin Dynasty, hi, Bill. What about
Oh,
an adjustable
hey,
aperture?
we got another guest coming in all the way from Magnolia, Texas. Let's welcome the effervescent Jeff Sills. Welcome,
Hey.
sir.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh!
We've got
Yeah.
a royalty here.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
There you
Jeff,
go.
love you every other
You guys
Thursday.
can probably hear me,
Yeah,
but I
love your
can't
work,
hear
Jeff.
you.
Love your work.
Trying
Big
to
fan.
figure that out.
There
hear
you go, Jeff.
Audio.
And we're away.
Yeah, that would probably be the reason why right there. Just a moment.
Okay.
You sound good.
Yeah, no. See, I was messing around earlier today with this Oculus thing. I can't stop farting around with the VR, and so I was messing around with that, and lo and behold, the computer decided to set all of the audio to that thing.
Mm.
So apparently the Oculus has been getting a really great show. I just wanted to let you
Oh,
know.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So-
good.
So
If you're farting around with the Oculus, you can hear your farts in it then.
yes, technically it does have it's very
Okay.
interactive. Yeah, very interactive.
Okay. Very nice.
They're
Domain 5000. Hello.
yeah, Meta's gonna release the Smart-O-Vision, or the Smell-O-Vision for it later.
Oh.
Rochart will really appreciate the fact that you'll have the tactile response for using your Oculus.
I'm waiting
So-
for the scratch and sniff screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now, what I decided to do real quick was jump out to the old news aggregator and see if
Oh,
I
nice.
couldn't find something for you guys that's fresh.
All right.
Fresh. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, if you guys watch the news stories that we did on the show, we had a couple of stories about these sea drones that were showing up at various places and blowing up ships and stuff. Well, it's been pretty much confirmed as of today that the Ukrainian president wants more of those. So apparently they are Ukrainian, I guess, boats that they use to attack the Russian Black Sea Fleet. And that he pretty much just came out and said, we need a lot more of them, you know? So, so drone boats, that's going to be the next big thing. Yeah.
Damn the torpedoes! Full speed ahead!
Well, they have those drone boats have actually done quite a bit of damage. I think one ship has been damaged by one of them, and they also had another one that they used to attack a bridge that had a supply train on it, and took the whole bridge, a whole section of the bridge out, and that was a major supply route for the Russians. That's just gone.
Now,
So,
can I interrupt you? Now, when they did that, was there a train on the bridge when
yes,
they did it?
yeah, there was a munitions train that was on the bridge. There was also some civilian traffic on the bridge, so they kind of took some flack for that. But the video footage of it shows the explosion damaging the bridge first, and then the concussive wave, I guess, damaged the train and caused a secondary explosion. And it's that secondary explosion that just was ridiculous. It took out a huge section of that bridge.
Wow.
I landed.
Cool.
No video?
Yeah, I don't have the video. The video was something that we showed on the show with Ken. So that's something different. Let's see, what is this one?
We can reenact it with sock puppets and stuff.
Yeah.
Sock puppets, a little straight flat Lego train bridge would work great. Trying to see.
Didn't we call those torpedoes that float?
All right, so do I have the ability to share a screen?
Yes, you do. It's called Present.
All right.
You know, it looks like a monitor with the crosshairs in the middle.
Depending on what side of the fence you're on.
All right, hang on a second, because I got multiple screens on this computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this up here so that it's out of the way, and we'll see if
No. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. Don Mudball Creative, it was not a slap at you. It was a challenge to you.
Yes.
Because you are the sock puppet master. So I'm hoping that you could put something together for us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, so this is Ukraine's kamikaze drone boat. This is official documentation by the Ukrainians showing that they are the ones manufacturing these things and that they are using them. And it's a tactical uncrewed surface vessel. It's a lot smaller and thinner than I originally thought they were, but apparently this whole thing is just one giant bomb.
Yes.
You know, but yeah, they essentially have.
Is it like a contact?
This is a video.
Or?
Yeah, this is a video that they put out on Twitter, of all places, to show the use of this thing.
I don't see anybody with any DJI shirts on, so they must be doing it themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's.
Oh wow!
Wow! Ooh!
Look at that guy.
Boy, they could scoot along. And...
Yeah, they'd have to.
All that torpedoes and acro.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say that.
Speak.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of news for you guys.
Mm.
A nice
Awesome. Thank you,
final
sir.
parting screenshot of apparently 6 that they own, and they're going to be building a lot more of these. So expect to see quite a few more of those.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Awesome.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd imagine being so low profile and at the speed that they're going, it's difficult to stop those as they're heading towards the ship.
Yeah, well, they're considered. I mean, the Russians admitted the fact that they didn't see them coming. These are stealth boats. I mean, as low profile as they are.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they developed the technology themselves, or did they have help? I mean, I wonder, if we had something to do with it.
Mm.
That's all.
yeah. Sorry, I'm being disturbed by the midget.
Oh.
There's that M word again.
Oh.
You're gonna.
Well, Artie can't help himself. I mean,
Yeah.
stop disturbing Jeff.
Now I can use that word because he's shorter than I am. So there you go.
You're gonna get banned from TikTok if you use that.
I don't care if I get banned from TikTok. It's Chinese.
He's Chinese. Why are you even
Okay,
on
that-
TikTok?
a whole bunch of Chinese people are going to be like, "What? I can't watch him say midget anymore." Oh no! So
Well, that's why they banned you, because the entire nation of China was insulted by the term midget.
no,
They're
no,
only just- Because they're just tall. You realize that.
I try to avoid TikTok like the plague.
That's
Okay,
it.
you
I'm
only
gonna
need
keep-
one.
I'm gonna keep sending you TikTok videos. In.
I should take that back. I have nothing against Chinese people. I like Chinese people.
Mm-hmm. Their food is
Very-
excellent.
They're
Oh no,
so
I
cute.
mean, I
They're so
have.
cute.
I got nothing against the Chinese. I'm not
No.
particularly fond of their government, but I
The
love
Yeah,
the
government.
Chinese.
that's-
It's not the people. It's
Yeah,
not the
it's
people.
not the
It's definitely the
people.
government.
Yeah, it's not the
It's
people.
not their
So-
culture. It's not the people. It's not
And
their
And the
extremely
thing is,
hot women.
they're very innovative in the things they do. I mean, so many things that I see that come out of China that are manufactured in China are just brilliantly conceived products. Some are cheap and mass produced. Others are much more complex, like the drones, etc. But I mean, you sit there and you go out and look on places like as ridiculous as it is, Wish or something like that. You see some incredibly innovative, thoughtful ideas of things to solve basic problems you never really considered you needed to solve. That some guy just said, "Hey, I want to be able to hold my cup upside down and drink from it, so I'm going to invent this thing that I can hold my cups upside down and drink from it." It's just that type of ingenuity, that creativity is, I think, one of the big powerhouses of the Chinese industry. It's a shame that type of knowledge gets wasted in a society, a communist society, where they don't have the freedoms to be able to fully exploit that. If China was a capitalist country, boy,
Oh yeah.
that would be harsh.
Semi-capitalist, and it's interesting because you guys may or may not have actually had to do business directly with Chinese business people. I mean, I have only minimally, because I managed bowling centers, and I managed one that had really, really old systems. So I had to look around for new old stock, to replace parts, because I couldn't get them anymore for this old bowling system that I had in that old bowling center. So I reached out through Alibaba, whatever, and I started doing business with a couple of people, companies in Shenzhen, and they were the most polite, nicest people. And this is back when COVID was just starting, and they were sending me prayers and please be safe. And they were just, and don't get me wrong, not that I was a big customer, small customer.
Yeah.
A few hundred here, a couple hundred here, a few hundred there. And just such a pleasure to do business with. And it was just very, 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 it's got nothing to do with the people. It's got to do with their government's attitude towards our government.
There's a channel on YouTube called ADV China, and it's a guy, Serpent Zede is one of the first YouTubers that ever did streaming out of China. I think he is the first that ever streamed out of China and had a YouTube show that he did from China. And he showcased for almost a decade what it was like living in China, what was it like working in China, and he and another guy, Laoway 86, got together and they created ADV China, and they would go all over China on these motorcycles and just tour. And they had the microphones and the helmets, and they would be talking about whatever subject that they were going to cover that day.
All right.
But they did it all on bikes, on motorcycles, and they took you to the ghost cities. They took you to Disneyland in China. They would take you to the coast and let you see where they were tearing apart ships. They would take you up along the Mongolian steppes. They would go to the border of Russia and China, which was really interesting because the people that lived up there, they were not Chinese. They were Caucasian people that spoke Chinese.
Yep.
But they were more, they looked more Russian than they did Chinese. So just a fascinating place. And there's a lot to learn about it. But the thing is that, again, as Uncle Bill mentioned, the people are great. If you get outside of the cities, if you get out of Shenzhen and go out to the rural areas where these guys would go ride their motorcycles, and they would pull into a village one night without lodging, without food, and the people in the village would put them up in their homes. They would have food made for them. They were open and warm and welcoming in every sense of the word each time they did it. And I think the only time that they ever had any problems was whenever they run across criminals, because there's a big crime issue in China too. And so, you run across these gangs and those guys are vicious. So, but again, it's one of those things. You sit there and you look at a company like DJI that came into the United States market with products that were innovative, cheap. The first DJI drones were pretty cheap. I mean, not cheap as in the cost, but cheaply made. And you compare that to the machines that they're making now, right? Which are far more advanced, far more intricate. And the level, and they're the ones that were pushing the envelope of all the other businesses, all the other drone companies to try to keep up with them. And Autel Evo and Skydio and several other manufacturers that I can't remember off the top of my head because many of them died off, came out with just absolutely beautiful, innovative drones that were comparable to a DJI, not as good or better than a DJI. The Skydio certainly can do things the DJI can't do, but the DJI can do things that the Skydio can't do, and it can do it a lot better. Skydio, you don't fly them at night. The cameras don't like the fact that they can't see. Whereas a DJI drone, put that sucker up in the sky at night and fly it all over the place. So, and that's, I think, the fascinating side of the interaction that we have with China is that innovative nature kind of pushes the rest of the world to try to think and be smarter with what they do. And there were companies here in the States that made some beautiful products that were better than DJI, but because of the powerhouse that DJI is, there was no way they could match the manufacturing or the ability to compete with them. They got drowned out in the noise.
Supply price. That's just they didn't have the ability to supply the numbers that they needed, and they could match the price. For what they sell, for the price they sell it. Some of us are complaining about the price of the new Mavic 3 SE. And don't get me wrong, it's a good chunk of change. But Jim, what did you pay for your Samsung phone?
$2,500.
You know what I'm saying? So when you think about what electronics, modern, advanced, first adopter electronics costs, it's not expensive.
What in the hell are you thinking? It's $2,500 on a phone.
I got the 1 terabyte. I got the biggest you could for the The
Well, it's
Samsung
Canadian money. That's like $75. So you know.
only 75 US.
Yeah.
$2,500 for a phone.
Ultra, the 22 Ultra.
I get vapors just thinking about $699 for some of the phones that I've bought in the past.
Yep.
Jeff, if you made my kind of money, you'd burn half of it.
Yeah.
You know, but again, when you're buying, you know, cutting edge technology, you're spending for a camera. You want to be a photographer. You want to buy a top notch camera. What are you going to spend? $5,000, $10,000, $8,000, $7,000, whatever. I mean, these drones. Not that it's not a small amount of money, because it is not, but for what they do, I think it's amazing for what they do for the money that they do it, and that's what keeps smaller companies out of it, because they just they can't break that. They're going to have to lose money for the first 3 or 4 years. They're going to need huge investment so that they can match and grow in the market to the point where they can actually turn a buck in 2 or 3 years. And nobody's willing to do that.
Well, see, and I was smart. I went ahead and got pre-crash drones and just fixed them up, you know, because I figured if they had already been screwed up, it'd be easier for me to fly them
Sounds
and work with
familiar,
them there.
Jim?
So yeah, I have a whole lineage of pre-crash drones over here that I use. I will not buy any of these new drones. I am not tempted to go out and get a Mavic Mini or an Air or a 3 or whatever the heck it is. I've got my Mavic Pro, which does just fine for me. I've got two
What's
of
your
Ken's
address,
birds.
Jeff? I'll send it down to you. You can fix this one.
What is it?
Fam 4.
Oh yeah, I've worked on the Phantom Force. I've built 3 Phantom 4s.
Yeah, it needs
still
quite,
waiting on
it
the
needs a little
Fabric.
bit of it needs a little bit of work.
Yeah, there's like no camera.
Hi, Charles.
That's something that right there, that particular damage that he has there, if the motors are still good, then and all of the wiring and stuff is probably fine inside that drone. So the most expensive part that he has to that drone is the camera. Do you have the camera?
Oh, I still have it. Absolutely.
Okay. Where did it break? Did it break on the arm?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Ken slapped a drone against the side of a building and it pummeled down the side. And the only reason that one drone doesn't have a camera attached to it right now is because it needs a whole new camera. The camera itself is completely twisted. You're looking at being able to put that drone back in the air for the $50 that it's going to cost for you to get the frame. Okay. And then the arm assembly and stuff like that, you can get those in kits for about $75-$80. And as long as the camera is not completely screwed and the cable, and you can get the cables are like $15-$20. If the camera's not screwed, you could easily put that drone back up in the air for under $200 or $300. And just and it's just the time of sitting there and, you know, undoing all the screws and moving all the components from one case to another. So yeah, don't discount a crashed drone. It may look, you know, that it's broken and you're like, the hell with it. But I mean, that drone right there, I could fix that drone and put that back in the air probably for a modest amount of money, a very modest amount of money. I mean, but the thing is that the new drones, I won't buy in those because of one particular thing. For all of the technology, all of the brilliance that these companies put into the drones, they still fly into trees.
Yeah.
And the minute that they design a drone that knows, that's programmed at its core, that if a tree is nearby, it will not crash into a tree at all, I will spend the $3,000 or $4,000 that it costs for that drone because that's the one drone that I want. But no, until that time, they're going to have drones that fly into trees all the time.
Well, you know, trees are dicks. So
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
And drones are attracted to dicks, apparently.
Well, for those of you that I guess you guys saw the show on Thursday Ken was talking about the drone tags.
Mhm.
Yes.
And so if after this show, don't do it during the show because Art's got a show, but after this show, make sure you drop by Ken Heron's channel because he has the FAA approved remote ID video that he released an hour ago, going over the whole spiel about that thing and what you can do with it. So for those of you that are going to be looking for drone tags, which some of us old people that have old drones might need one, that's going to be useful to your audience. So
Ken has a show on Thursdays.
occasionally, yeah, once every other week, I think. Whenever if the wind is blowing right and he feels good.
Yeah.
You know, being an old drunken confused guy, I registered my Air 2S as a 107 because I was planning on getting it and I still haven't. Anyway, I marked it as a non-compliant, at the time, with ID and RID, and now they updated the firmware, and it's apparently RID compliant. So
yes,
So I log in, and I want to be able to change the registration to show that it's RID compliant, and there's no way to do that. It's almost as if I have to unregister it and re-register it again as an RID compliant drone.
Yeah, I'm not.
And that's my question: is that what I have to do? Because I've gone into that and I've looked. There's no way to change your set anything.
I am not aware because I know the FAA site. It doesn't let you fiddle around with it too much once you've already registered.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's like an FAQ or a question section where you can send them a request or a question, I would definitely put that in there to see whether
It looks like I'm gonna have to spend that $5 again and then print out a whole new ID number.
$5.
That $5 could buy me some orange juice to go on my drink.
Yeah,
You know what?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean I don't care about the $5, and I don't care about all that. I mean, but is that the right thing to do? Should I, delete it from my stable? Should I delete it and then re-register it?
Yeah, your previous registration was for your drone pre remote ID. So it would make sense to me that I would have to re-register my drone as a remote ID compatible drone. If I didn't have a remote ID compatible drone, then I could keep my existing FAA registration and just use a drone ID tag, to be able to identify where it's at. And if anybody questions me about it, it's an FAA approved drone, but that's my drone ID tag. So the big thing is that they just want to make sure that your drone doesn't slam into one of those big commercial drones that's out there making tons and tons of money for people that are funding all of this stuff to tell us that we can't fly our drones without remote ID.
That $2,500 phone that I got, Jeff, I used Ken's residual check he sent me for doing the weekly Beaucharts to buy my phone. So
yeah, and the simple fact that thing has how many cameras on the back of it?
Look at that thing. It looks like a spider.
Yeah,
like 1,000 eyes.
Yeah, too much. But yeah, no.
Mine's got 3.
Yeah, I've only got 3.
Does yours say Hasselblad on it? Mine says Hasselblad.
I'm camera deficient, I guess. I'm sorry.
You're an Apple.
Yeah, I've always been an Apple guy. I got way too much time and money invested into Apple to walk away from their products. So
my phone's obstacle avoidance. Too bad my drone didn't. Oh wait, yes it did.
It did.
So yeah, I'll send it to you, Jeff, and you can build it for me for a nominal fee.
I have not built any drones in quite some time, and I still have a project that I've got to work on for Art. It's just that, unfortunately, the area that I normally was using to work on drones is no more, because life comes along. As soon as I can get an area set up where I can sit and work and not have 5.5 million pieces of stuff everywhere.
If you stop having 22 kids, you'd have more room.
So that's why.
Why do you got to bring up his reproductive capabilities?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
Me? 2 that I know of.
Okay, well, the world's a better
No,
place.
okay.
Anyway, that's unfair. How many kids do you have, Jeff?
2 that
I
know
have 2
Sorry.
daughters from my first marriage, and I have 5 boys from my second marriage.
of. You are the
God
father
bless
of
you.
our country.
Yeah.
I got a good toehold.
Yeah.
Wait, Jeff, where do you live? I've never met you before. Where do you live?
I'm just north of Houston.
All right, so he's in the United States. So Jim, actually paying to ship lithium-based device. Well, you wouldn't have to send the batteries, would
I
you?
don't send the
No,
batteries.
no, you don't send the
Oh,
battery.
so it wouldn't be that expensive to send it to Jeff for him to fix it. Okay, got it.
That
Yeah.
was my
Now,
thinking.
if you have the ability to solder, okay,
I can't. My
Solder.
carpal tunnel.
Solder.
Solder.
Carpal tunnel. Killing me.
whatever. Bunch of tomato
Soda.
people. Anyway, but it would require probably to move it from one frame to another. You have to do soldering on the wires that go to the motors because
Yes.
they have it streamed through the frame.
You got to take
Um,
it. Yeah.
It's not hard to do because
No.
the center case where all of the connections are, they're right there on the side.
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
as long as you string
Like
the wire
right on
through,
the 4 corners.
yeah,
Yep.
it's right
The
there on
board.
the corners. It doesn't take long. In fact, even if you don't take the old solder off, if you just heat it up and pull the
Mhm.
wire out of it, and then put the other wire in that hot solder, it will work just fine.
Mhm.
So wrong.
Yep.
Well,
Surely there's a YouTube video that would give you that education.
There's several.
Everything's on YouTube these
Yep.
days.
Yeah,
Yep, there are.
I use YouTube videos to fix these drones.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I give credit out there if I Spike Bikerman ever watches this show.
Nice spots.
I
A great channel.
I watched his video when he repaired his Mavic Pro, and that helped me immensely on fixing my Mavic Pro and all the things that I now knew I should never have done in the first place.
That's what I love about YouTube. YouTube makes us all geniuses. And,
Yep.
and one thing to remember, you're not unique. If you have a problem, somebody else had that problem.
Yeah, you just
And they
if
probably
you
put it.
need
They probably
any-
put it on the
yeah.
internet how to fix that problem.
yeah.
And
Yep.
I
The
just-
no
only
matter
thing
what
you
it
have,
is.
the only thing you have to watch out for is dated information. I mean,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
seriously, guys, on the videos when you're getting that self-help, check the date on some of those things because
Yeah.
you might get in there, you're looking to solve that Windows problem and you're looking at a video from 2004 and you're like, I don't even have that setting. What menu is
Windows
that?
3.1.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
my computer doesn't sound like that. So
Yeah.
I
There's nothing
found
wrong
a
with it. I
floor
like
lamp
this
in the
right now.
garbage, and I found a YouTube video how to fix the socket because the light socket was busted up. So I went on YouTube and I went down to the hardware store, got the replacement, and it was a piece of cake. So now I got I got a newer floor lamp in my living room.
Right.
my new motorcycle that I have, I got my new used motorcycle that is. It's a 1999 Yamaha Roadstar, and
No, do you?
it's essentially I guess a Japanese copy of a Harley Davidson Road King, and
Kind of.
big, giant, huge, fat motorcycle, massive engine, 1600
Roadster.
cc's.
Roadstars are great bikes.
It's a beast. I love her to death. And YouTube is the only reason that motorcycle is still running because of all the stuff that I have found to sit there and watch. And they're like, yeah, if you do this, the motorcycle runs better. If you do this, your front tire doesn't fall off. And if you do this, all the chrome doesn't look as bad as it did when you first got it. So that motorcycle, it depends on YouTube because they don't make them anymore.
Matter of fact, there's the lamp right there.
Well done.
All right. Well,
No,
gentlemen,
a Roadstar is a great bike. It's a very well made bike. It'll last forever. You take care of it.
Mhm.
yeah,
So-
I love my Roadstar to death. They have a great engine in them. Very, very good heart. There's a gentleman by the name of Mike Cotter who is, I guess, a genius with these bikes. He lives up in Fort Worth. He's on all of the Roadstar forums and Facebook groups. I got a chance to meet him a couple of weeks ago when he was passing through, and he looked at my motorcycle, and he's like, "Oh, this is a '98," and I was like, "No, it's a '99." He goes, "No, it was made in November of 1998."
Just by looking at it.
It's titled as a 1999 because that's when the manufacturers released it, right?
Mhm.
But my motorcycle is one of, I think he said, a couple of hundred that were
Wow.
made prior to 1999 that were part of the first batch as they were like getting things set up. The
Mhm.
motorcycles that kind of go through first. And so I get to be a little bit proud that my motorcycle is one of the few oldest Roadstars
Mm.
that's out there.
Cool.
That's something that I'm very proud of. She needs work. She's not perfect, but it's my project. I'm gonna keep working on her and make her as beautiful as I can. And Mike's got all the parts that I need. I just need
Awesome.
to start.
It's a
throwing
relationship
money at
between
it.
you. That's a relationship between you and your bike. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just like a wife. Well, my wife is perfect, but I'm not, and she still loves me. So
There you go. He's smart. He's been down this road before.
Mhm.
So
she
all
can
right.
hear. She's in the
Yeah,
other room.
and if they're within ear's reach, you definitely,
It really is
very
though.
important. All right, gentlemen. Well, I'm going to have to step out. I did want to jump in
Well,
and
thanks for coming in, Jeff.
Thanks for
Pleasure
coming.
having you.
Yeah, it's always a
out with the
pleasure.
show. So
It's been a
cheers
thrill.
to
It's been a
everybody.
thrill meeting you, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a real thrill.
Yeah. We all enjoy you every other Thursday, and really appreciate you coming in and really elevated the level of this channel.
Yeah,
Tell him, Marty.
get a chance to show you guys a couple of
Everybody
things.
knows what the bird is the word. Bird.
You had to, didn't he?
This is when I leave now.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. It's a pleasure meeting you. Take care,
Thanks,
buddy.
Jeff. Great having you.
All right, see ya.
Hey, how about that guy?
Yeah,
How
how
about that
about
guy?
that guy? Yeah.
He seems
Hey,
he seems pretty
we
smart.
just hit 50 viewers just a little while ago. That's a new record for a show. Hey, folks, please
Word got
hit
around
that
that Jeff
thumbs up.
Skills was in here, so
Hit the thumbs up, and hey, and a super chat would be nice. That helps out the channel. I get cool prizes like the Mavic Mini that I'm going to be giving away in a couple weeks, and get some this delicious toffee. Yes, I finally got some more toffee to give away. So the big guy Rick got me set up, and so I got a ton of toffee to give away. So it really does help out the channel, and I could do some upgrades and bring a better product
Right
to
on,
you
Bill.
guys. So, and Bill, thank you so much for gifting those memberships. Thank you very much. Also, become a member. You get all kinds of neat little perks. Starting next year, I'm going to be adding some more perks to the members, such as if you are a free bird, you on your birthday you will get a package with these, and you know what? Hell with it, I'll ship it overseas.
Hey, well
Hey, the
done.
hell with it.
Yeah.
And if you are a silver eagle, not only you won't be getting stuff like you'll be getting the 8-ounce spots like the one I gave to Alexis when she won that radio, that transmitter. You'll be getting that instead on your birthday. And if you're a golden eagle, on holidays like Christmas and Valentine's Day, you'll be getting an 8-ounce box as well, and on your birthday. How about that?
Artie, people are saying Avada to me, and I feel the need. I have to.
You've got to fill up. Yeah.
I have to.
Hey, we just hit 51. Awesome, you guys
Yay.
rock.
I'm going to stand up, and I really am not wearing pants at the moment. So there we go.
So when you give me a super chat, hopefully the cash register will work. And it's going to be a delayed cash register. You'll probably hear in about 10 or 15 seconds from that.
10 or 15 minutes.
You'll hear a cha-ching.
Ching.
But I think
There it is.
there, and we get that super chat going. You get the train going. So yeah, throw a few bucks in, become a member, and you'll get. Also, if you're a free bird, you get first crack at all my new videos. You'll be the first one to get to see it before the public does. So those are that's a cool thing about that. So, and plus I'm gonna add some other things, other levels that are going to be for, I'll have like these are for not subscribers.
Members.
What is it called when you sponsors? Yes, sponsorship level. And also, I wanted to ask you folks. I am going to the Philippines. Most likely, it'll be in April. And if you would like to help me out, donate some Delta miles to me. You can gift miles, and that will help out, because then that way I could just fly from Denver to LA and then take the Philippines Air just straight to Manila, rather than have like several dog legs to Asia to get to the Philippines.
Through the Orient Express.
Right.
Yep.
And it's a lot quicker flight. Instead of a 22-hour flight, it's only 17 hours.
There's 5 hours you could get back.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that would really help out. And while we're here, we got some new folks in the chat. Ray Kelly, welcome. Charles Galuski, Johnny Drone Flyer, good to see you. I saw a few. Jerry Bauer, good to see you, sir. Andrew, welcome. Susan Lee, of course. And who else? Oh, Scott, Jackrabbit, FBV, welcome. Good to see you. Leonard, or I would like to say Leonard, JSK Enterprise, welcome, Leonard. And who else? Mr. Skyfly, welcome. Good to see you. Awesome. Boy, we're blowing the doors off of this the show. Tons of people. So good.
Yeah, that was a surprise for Jeff coming in. That was a great catch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it is about that time, folks. So put in that hashtag toffee in the chat, and you too can be a winner. Go over here to giveaway. See if I could spell it right. Okay.
Yeah, 2 E's.
2 E's this time.
Random.
And two F's. And Nana's Attic, welcome. Good to see you. Gene Fotts, Green Mountain Droning. Good to see you. It's been a long time since you've been. And then we got Brent of Eat More Possum in the Woods. Welcome, guys.
Marcel.
Marcel off axis. FPV. All right, folks. We are up to 22 entries. Let's get that up a
Wait a minute.
little higher.
Okay. There. And while I was gone, I put on pants just to shorts, just to be, respectful to your channel. And I just wanted to remind everybody that trees really are dicks, because it says so. In honor
All
of
right,
Jeff
we're
Stills,
up
who's
to
just here.
25. Awesome.
And
Cool.
Avada.
Let's get that up to 30. Yeah, that'd be cool.
What are you drinking tonight, Bill?
I am doing the same screwball peanut butter whiskey with orange juice.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
Peanut butter
actually
orange?
kind of like a, what's that lollipop? Like a, what's the lollipop with the chocolate in the middle?
Lollipop.
oh, that'd be a Tootsie Pop.
Lollipop.
It's not. It's not chocolate. It's peanut butter. So it's like a peanut butter Tootsie Pop.
Oh, cool.
It's delightful.
Creamsicle.
No, I'm not crazy about creamsicles. I'll eat them because it's food. But there is that. But I'm not crazy about creamsicles. However, this is wonderful. And whoever said Avada to me before, I'm going to repeat this. I'm going to repeat myself, if you don't mind. Avada. That's why I get to enjoy having an Avada, which I don't. Jim,
Oh,
really
looks like we hit 30. That's awesome. So we'll give it one more minute. Maybe we get a couple stragglers in. We're at 41 views.
Come on,
and
41 people.
Yeah,
Viewing.
41 people. Yeah.
Lurkers.
That's way too many. Why are there so many people in here?
Participate.
Yep.
You had 50 for a minute there, huh?
Oh, we got up to 51.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a
Jeff
new record.
all in, obviously.
Yeah. All right, folks, let's go ahead and draw. Bill, do you have your drum roll ready?
No, I do not, and it's probably not going to work right. But I'll try it. I haven't really bothered to find out why when I do my streaming when I'm a guest why it doesn't work. It works great when I'm running the stream, but not when I'm a guest. We'll give it a shot.
You have a stream?
Hold on. Let's give me a minute. Maybe somebody else will join the toffee giveaway.
Hello.
Yeah, we're up to 32.
Yeah, it's still going. Don't rush now. Dun dun dun. That's not the one.
34.
Don't suck a dick. That's not it. Get off my lawn. Nope. That's not it. Where is it?
Yeah.
See, this is what you get for letting me drink so much.
Mudball shocked. He didn't know that you had a live stream either.
Yeah.
Who's got a live stream?
You.
Let me ask you a question. Can you hear this?
Yes.
Can you hear that?
No.
No, can only hear you speaking.
No, you can't hear it. So let's see. Let's change the settings of my microphone. Takes up everything.
As we say down here, it's cactus.
So it'll pick up. Now it should pick up from my speakers.
Hi, Chris Wedgeworth.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. A little louder. But also
You can at least hear it somewhat,
Yeah, we can
right?
hear it.
Okay. Yes, we can. Try it again.
Ready?
Ready.
Go!
Then stop. Johnny DRC, welcome, congratulations. And I do have your address, so and you are in Chino, California, which is good. All right, congratulations, Johnny. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So wait, are you guys ready for another Mavic Air? There's an
why
Air
not?
2S.
Just keep
Now we're
bringing them
coming
out.
out with the
Keep
Air
bringing them
3.
out until they run out of numbers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything to show us from these?
You know what? Here.
Show us something.
Okay.
Anything, even
Well,
if you
no,
just draw a
something
picture of it.
something not perverted.
Yeah.
Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
I want to see these silly rumors.
There you go.
Jeez, what is
Oh,
that?
wow.
That's the Air 2.
That looks like the one I have. What's different
what's
about that?
different?
Well, that camera.
It's got more sensor.
Oh, where?
Let's see.
So
Camera uses a bigger sensor.
Oh,
In the
great.
next.
Oh, you said
that's a
it's
Mavic 3S. Oh,
Mavic 3S.
Wow.
okay.
No, I don't have that kind of money.
Close enough. It has to have, yeah. Eric Lipinski says it has to have vertical shooting. I reckon everyone has to have vertical video now.
Why? I'll never use it.
There we go. DJI Air 3 release date. Speculation.
Soon.
Soon.
Whose channel are you looking at?
This
Is this
is
Drone DJ?
Fly That Drone.
Okay. Never heard of him.
Okay.
And let's
Interesting.
go over here.
It just sounds like he's expectorating.
Mm.
Speculating.
Mm.
Expectorating means spitting.
Yeah.
Extrapolating.
Okay.
Here comes the 3.
There you go. There's the Air 3S right
Yeah,
there.
but if you make enough predictions, sooner or later they're gonna come to fruition.
I predict that there will be a new air drone someday. There you go.
Soon.
Write it down.
Mhm.
Write it down. I said, Uncle Bill said
That's
it.
all you need to say. Soon.
Mhm.
You're a winner.
That's
You're
all
a
you need to
winner.
do.
Yeah, you're probably right, Maddie. $1,100. You know, raise the price, maybe $1,149. Raise the price a little bit, increase the capabilities a little bit, and
Mhm.
it's got to be worth upgrading from
Yeah,
1,000.
it's got to have enough features for you
Oh,
to
there you go.
persuade it.
to move on. Oh, although I mean, people do forget that there are new customers in the market,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's not always about getting
persuading already
Uncle Bill to
existing
sell his Air 2S to buy Air 3S. It's not all about us. It's about the new people coming
Yeah,
into the
new
market.
people. Trying
Mhm.
to proselytize new people into buying them.
Well, what does Homer have to say?
Hey,
Don't
donut.
the donut drone.
Donut.
Go ahead. Warren says he's going back in his ramen diet. It's worth it, and I like ramen.
Mm.
My wife takes ramen noodles and turns it into pho.
Yep.
It's rocking. It's in the fridge right now. It's rocking.
Alrighty. So yeah. So
Okay,
that's what's going on.
That's a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I got up early yesterday morning, getting ready to go to work, checking my phone, and I just came across this Mavic Air 3. I thought, well, that might be an interesting topic for Saturday, and evidently it was. We got up to 51 people watching.
It's a very
I think we're
interesting
all waiting
topic.
for the fellow too.
Yeah, it's a very interesting topic because the big question is: are they going to, kill off the S line and just go, with the 3. But I don't think so. I think the S line is going to be the middle drone for them, which is still pretty upscale for people that are not doing this commercially, and people that are doing it commercially could still use the S line. So it's right there, and there's plenty of room between even the Mavic 3 SE, which is still going to spend a couple of grand if you want extra batteries and so on and so forth, and the Air 2S, which is $1,000, $1,300. Well, all right, say you get the kit, $1,300. That's $700 there, or more. That you've got room to raise to come out with a new S, and still save somebody $500.
It's kind of like this is your Chevrolet level, and then your Pontiac, and then your Buick, or your Oldsmobile.
Do they still all exist? Do they still all exist, Tony?
Pontiac and Oldsmobile are gone, I believe.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah. So,
and Plymouth is gone. Good. No more Plymouth. It's just Dodge Chrysler Fiat now.
Yeah. And Mercury's gone for Ford. So that might not have been the best analogy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, you remember DeSoto if you're old enough. You probably, like me, DeSoto was a brand of the Chrysler Plymouth Dodge, and they got rid of that in, I think, the late 50s or early 60s. Yep.
Yeah, but those are the cars we were looking at when we were teenagers, that were 18, 20 years old that you could afford to buy.
Yeah.
I remember I was looking at a Rambler that had a 2-speed automatic transmission. You couldn't go above 57 miles an hour. I almost bought it. And instead I settled on a 68 Mustang.
Oh.
$500.
Bless your heart.
I enjoyed it. You want to see it?
Goodbye. Now, let's see. AMC had a cool muscle car. Well, they had a couple of. There was the Javelin.
Yeah.
And the AMX.
I remember that. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. There's the front of my 68 Mustang with, two Ginzos leaning against it. You can see the headlight right there. That was my 68 Mustang it only had a 200. 200 straight 6 with a 3-speed.
Oh.
That was my first car. Can you see it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You see it better if you see the whole picture, but it's not there. And then my second car was a 67 Mustang with a 289. But that had the automatic, which was only a 3-speed. This one actually would top out a little higher than that one did, because that thing would get you there fast, though. You can get to 100 miles an hour really fast. Like just push you back in your chair. Bunch of crap. It's fun to drive.
What happened to your mic?
Yeah.
You cut out.
Who cut out?
You did.
There you go. Now you're back. Yeah, when you went back on this, and then you went like this.
Well, you know what? It's trying to cut out you. Because I'm not wearing a headset. So it's doing its job, picking up my voice and cutting out the sound from my speakers.
Yeah, I went to the jerk store and they were
I think it's pretty impressive. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So I went to the jerk store and they were all out of art.
Ooh.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I'm going to start wearing headphones.
The Pacer, you turn that upside down and you got a fishbowl.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Pacer.
My first car was a 1980 Civic wagon. Mm-hmm. That was the first car I ever owned.
Civic's okay, but wagon? There's nothing wrong with Civic. It's a perfectly good car, but wagon?
Well, I just graduated from college and I was doing comedy full time. So I drove it a lot. the first few years before it fell apart on. Mr. Skyfly, 79 Volare. First car I ever drove was a 76 Volare station wagon.
Mm.
And don't forget the coupe or the sedan was the Aspen.
Mine was a 65 Chrysler Valiant.
Ooh. Yeah, those were pretty cool.
Very cool. I'm seeing all kinds of cool cars in here. I mean, I learned how to drive on a 67 Falcon. I wish I had that car.
Falcon A, man.
Yeah, mind your own Falcon business.
It was a great little car. And we had a 70 brand new, it was new when he bought it, 73 Ford Gran Torino. My father hated that car. He kept replacing the water pump on it. Then it turned out, he found out later on that he was over torquing, because back in the old days, you would just torque the living daylights out of that belt, and you weren't supposed to do that. He found out after he got the 302s kept going through water pumps, and I got rid of it. He sold it for $35.
Oh.
This was 1979. $35. I said, Dad, sell me the car. I was in college without a car at the time because I smashed my Mustangs, just to be clear. Actually, other people smashed them for me. I would have loved that car. It's 70, and right now, a 73 Gran Torino with a 302 in it. You're talking some serious money. Talking serious money.
Mm-hmm.
$35. Whatever.
Matt,
look at all the cars in here. We're seeing some really cool cars. Topaz. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. 60 Galaxy 500. Well, you like Galaxy 500s? Let me change my background again.
Oh,
look what we've got here.
Because we have a Galaxy 500 in the family right there.
Oh, wow.
66 Galaxy 500 convertible with a 390 automatic, unfortunately, but there you go. And that is my dad's driveway right now, and it will allegedly be mine someday. But there it is. Very, very cool car. Terrible.
My dad was in high school. He drove, I think it was a 35 Packard 120. And it was a convertible.
Can you imagine having that car right now?
Oh, yeah, I know. But he later wrecked it. You know, had a few too many, wrecked the car, and cops came and threw him in the pokey. And when he got home, my grandfather said, "All right, now, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to give you this box of cigars, and there's going to be some money. And you take that up to the captain, right up there, and you said, this is for so-and-so. And, oh, wait, we can't find that complaint." And that's how things were done in Chicago.
Thank you, Andrew. I like to call it
Made it go away. That's called greasing the wheel. Mm-hmm.
It's got a white roof, red interior, and only 600 some odd of them were made. So, that's if he doesn't sell it before then. We'll see. Terrible to drive. They're all terrible. It's a reminder how much easier cars to drive are today than they were back then. Mm-hmm. Sloppy.
Yeah. And it's big as a boat, too.
Oh, it's got some torque. That son of a gun will take off.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, if you slam down the gas, stoplight, and you take off.
Get off my Galaxy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you, Mudball.
Hey, Mudball. And we got Maddie. Maddie's Drone World, Scott Nadeau. Good to see you.
Been here for a while. Where you been?
Well, I've been busy because we got a shit ton of people watching. We got up to 51. Yeah.
Who remembers the
So-
Firebird? Everybody
Yeah,
does.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Gramp had one in his. How old are you, Andrew? Don't piss me off.
Remember the Le Mans? Remember that was a pretty cool car.
Yeah, good car.
Yep.
They're all good. They run. They get you there. They're all good.
Yeah, I had.
You know what? Appreciate them while you can because they're all going to be, sewing machines soon.
Yep.
Hey.
You remember the Dodge Duster? And neighbor
course.
down the street that had one. Cool car.
That little tornado on the back fender.
Max had a problem with a blown tranny. I think Eddie Murphy.
Oh boy, I bet that's what she said.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What?
My girl wants to party all the time. Party all the time.
Exactly, Chris Wedgeworth. Yeah. Blind training means something different.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Talked to Danny Bonaducci about Randy.
Yeah.
Why did he blow a tranny?
Oh no, he punched out a train. Yep.
Oh, he blew it.
Yep.
That's not good.
Yes,
the old Corvettes are nice.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
19,
You know, some of those 80s models Corvettes you could get for under $10,000. So
Yeah, the 84 is a piece of, the 84 was a piece of crap, but it's a great little car. You could certainly get a good price on that.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine had one.
Yep, correct, Akarasho.
Smoker and the Band-Aid?
Auto correct.
That's obviously autocorrect. It's not him.
Bandit? Yes, it was a Firebird, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that was in that movie lived over here in Florida. Yeah, for a long time. Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, yep.
Burt Reynolds, Sally Fields.
Jupiter Island, he lived in.
Yep.
Yeah, and
I think he's dead.
Lonnie Anderson.
Hey, Tammy Jane.
Hey, Tammy.
and Baxter at the
Good
other
to
end
see
of the
you.
couch texting each other.
Yeah.
Oh, so Mr. B had 80, 85, and 94. Ooh, nice. I had a neighbor across the street that had a 37 Packard convertible with a V12 engine in it. And it was a huge car. And Mr. Kelly said, Art, when you're ready to go to your prom, I'll drive you in this car. And then a few months before the prom, he was at Detroit Metro Airport, keeled over in the lobby. So,
And you can get him in his 70s. I'm sorry, I apologize. You know, he was talking about $100,000. You can get him in his 70s.
Well, I think he's also mentioning 2023 models.
Yeah.
I had a Beetle too. I had a 67 Beetle. And I wish I would have fixed it. It had a crack block, which was very common. And that was the last year that had the double rail bumpers and like that wraparound bumpers. Very, very cool little car.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the crap out of it. Sucks getting old? Depends.
Yep.
Just think back when my dad was a kid, there was over 1,500 auto manufacturers in the United States. And then, after, by the time he got into high school, many of those went out of business because it was the Depression.
All were gobbled up by bigger companies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, GM went and bought up all those companies, Chevrolet, Pontiac, Buick Oldsmobile.
My Beetle
Hey,
is
who
red.
remembers
Amy.
the Opel?
Yeah.
Yep. They made what was called the poor man's vet. It was called the Opel
Opel
GT.
GT, which I owned. I owned a 1970 Opel GT.
Mm-hmm.
They still exist in European nations
Yep.
under the name Opel.
Well, they called it that because the guy that designed the Opel GT was the same person that designed the vet. I can't think of his name, but I had a 70, and those things rotted to death. Rotted, especially in the Northeast in Pennsylvania, rotted to
Yeah.
death. It was fun. It was a 1.9 liter 4-cylinder with a stick, and it was pretty spiffy, even with that small motor, because there was no weight to that thing. I mean, there was nothing. It was all unibody, and would
Mhm.
rot your feet. If you really wanted to, you could float Flintstone to stop the thing.
Yeah.
But and it had the mechanical eyeballs that would flip over.
Yep.
And you actually had a lever that would pull, and it was literally
The
levers.
headlights.
Yeah,
Mhm.
My
Really
ball's
cool
working on
car.
the dune buggy right now.
Oh boy. Oh,
I miss that GT. That was very cool.
Mhm.
Getting what thing? Who's 6'2"? You big man. I'm 6'2".
Mr. B.
Yeah.
I'm 6'2", and I was able to get into that GT. Then we looked at a 1984 Mazda Miata, which was new, and we didn't buy it because I couldn't sit in it with the top up.
And that's a girl's car.
I took the top down so I could sit in the thing to drive it. And I was buying it for my wife, but whenever we went places, my second wife, I would drive. So I couldn't drive unless it wasn't raining. And we decided not to do it, and we bought a 1984 brand new Beretta.
Ooh boy.
Yeah, it
That was
was
before he went
nice.
to jail?
Huh?
That was before he went to jail?
Yeah. Yeah, it came with a cockatiel.
Never been to jail. Well, I spent years in jail, but I worked there. But no, that was an 84 Beretta. It was just, what a piece of crap. What a piece of crap.
Oh, that Plymouth Valari my folks had. Boy, that was a piece of crap too. It rusted like you wouldn't believe. And it always had, engine problems, alternators going out and this and that. We get one thing fixed, something else would, boy. And those 80s Hondas, it seems like you're always replacing those CV joints.
Yeah.
Because they had that rubberized gasket that went over it, and if you didn't take care of those, they would rot out on you. Yep. And you know how you fix that? You spray a little WD-40 on it, and that keeps them soft and keeps them from getting brittle.
Hey,
My dad did a lot of body work on cars, so I grew up with being around him and watching it like that. I always loved the smell of Bondo.
Then you wonder why you had Bell's palsy.
Yeah.
My car smells great.
Yeah.
I had a Honda. Was it a Civic? Wasn't it a Accord? Yeah, it was a Civic. 80 something. Had 280 some odd thousand miles on it with a stick. What a great little car. But it wasn't. It did rot. But aside from that, it had electronic problems. I had to put the module, the module in it a couple times, which means they weren't fixing the problem. There was a short in there somewhere. I beat the piss out of that thing. Oh god, it's so bad.
Well, my current car is a 96 Toyota Camry, 227,000 miles on it. Runs great. The only time I ever had a problem with it was the day after I bought it, I went to take it to work, and evidently, when I hit a puddle, it sprayed up in the engine, and there was a bare connection that shorted out, and I thought, oh crap, I bought a lemon. And then we got, a cop came by and he looked in there and fiddled around with and got the wiring up to where it wouldn't get any water on it. Ran great after that. And I've had it for 2.5 years. Runs great. It's got
Still have it?
the rear left fender is rusting out. Not about that. It runs great.
You still have it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Yeah. No, I like that Honda. Like I said, I beat on it hard, and it ran great, and it's actually pretty quick. I've owned a lot of cars. Registered in my name, probably 35, 40 cars over the course of my life. Because I used a lot of fucking cars. When I lived in Pennsylvania, I used to live in Northeast Pennsylvania. I worked at a prison down by Philly. So I would literally drive 80,000 miles a year, go to work.
Wow.
And a Ford Festiva that actually gave me 44 miles a gallon back then.
Wow.
44 miles a gallon. Yeah. That was a Korean car, actually, made for Ford, which was the Pride, the Kia Pride.
Oh.
And at a 1.5 liter motor. But the thing would go 85, 9 miles an hour because I know I was stopped a couple times. That's why I used to wear my uniform, my state uniform on the way to the jail. But great gas mileage.
Yep.
Worked out great until I hit that 10-point buck with it. It did not hold up. It did not hold up well.
No, I bet. Yep. Yeah, I had I think it was what was it? An early 90s Chevy Cavalier, and I hit a deer going to my girlfriend's house. And, oh God, you've probably seen the photos. I had it on Facebook. It just pushed the hood up, and I had to drive like this so I could see over the.
Don't you do that anyway?
Oh,
I was going to say, how many phone books do you have?
yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Do they make
Jim's
them
probably
anymore?
saying, what's a phone book?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I bet,
Oh,
Dominic,
all
I
right.
bet if you asked Addie that, she'd say, what's a phone book?
I'll bring that up
Um,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. I should have said encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. What's an encyclopedia?
What's an encyclopedia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah,
World Book
that was like the
Encyclopedia and
ancient version of Google.
Encyclopedia. We had all that. Britannica, World Book.
My first
Mhm.
wife didn't have an encyclopedia because she fucking knew everything anyway.
American. She didn't know enough. She didn't know enough not to marry you.
Yeah.
Eh,
I'll have you know, she remarried a doctor, and
Good for her.
and she's now divorced again. So it wasn't me; it was her. She's the
And
common
the answer
denominator.
is
Well, she got older and he traded up
Yeah. Mhm.
because he can't.
Was she the town bike and everybody rode her?
No. She was
Oh,
a
she's-
virgin until I got her.
That's just joke. That's just joking. Joe.
Okay. So you're the
sorry.
one that broke the chain on this sprocket.
Yeah,
I told you my first ex-wife was from Hamilton.
I know.
Are all Canadians assholes? Just saying.
Most. You know,
Sluts.
we're such nice people. We always say sorry. The only time I
Sorry,
say sorry,
yeah.
is sorry I didn't offend you yet.
My first wife was from Canada. My second wife was from Pennsylvania. My third wife's from the Philippines. I'm an international kind of guy.
You're a world traveler, Bill.
Yep.
World traveler.
Now, my first fiance was from Honduras. My second fiance was from the Philippines.
Stick with
Right.
the Philippines.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, Bill, I think you were out of the room when I mentioned that I'm planning on the Philippines in April. And
Are you?
so I'm looking for people that would like to gift me some Delta miles so that I could fly to LA and then take Philippine Air from there.
If I had them, I would give them. I would give them all to you. I would.
Oh,
I don't know.
you know, I think they have like gift cards that you get at the grocery store, the Delta Air Miles.
You can buy Delta Air Miles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to Florida?
Yeah,
then,
Southwest Airlines has them, and I think American Airlines. Yeah,
America.
American.
Okay.
Yeah. America.
You got. So I'm assuming you're gonna take Delta.
Yeah. Well, because that's why I have a American Express, with Delta miles. So
Well, I want you to go because I want you to be happy. So when you're ready to go, let me know, and I'll screw the miles. Send you cash.
oh, thank you, Bill. Thank you. That's awesome.
$20, 22.
Yeah.
He wants to
No,
go.
I mean the hell with the
first
miles.
class.
We'll figure something out. You know.
Okay, cool.
When are you going?
I was going to leave the day before Good Friday because that's like an extra holiday for me because I get 80 hours of vacation. So if I leave
That's
right
April.
after work on the 6th, I could
April?
fly to L. Yeah.
Aren't you coming down for the meetup on April 1st?
Not now.
I only no. If I'm going to the Philippines, I only have 2 weeks. So
Oh,
yeah,
Drone pilots.
no,
I
that
got
changed.
the,
I mean,
I
that
got the
horse
girlfriend.
color.
Got to see the girlfriend.
Yeah.
And Alexa says you got to go see her.
Drone
And-
pilots are a hot
and
chick in
plus,
the Philippines. You figure it out.
This is a great opportunity to get some really good drone footage from the
Have you met her in
Philippines.
person?
No, I haven't met her in person yet. But I do know her cousin.
Okay.
That's how I met her. Her
Her
cousin was staying at the same hotel as my then fiance and I.
Okay.
And they live in Susanville, California.
Oh, you're just
He's
making
married to a guy that's works in a prison.
Jamesville,
wait.
Hartville, Susanville. Yeah.
Something. Where in the Philippines does she live?
Oh, she lives in oh God, Problecan, Zamboanga del Norte,
Oh, now you're just making up words.
which is
Just throw some
in Mindanao.
Spanish sounding words out there. Yeah. Yeah, it's next
Yeah.
to
Hell is that?
yeah, Mina Racasa Encino. Wait. Where? What island?
Mindanao, northwest part of the island,
Yeah.
west of Dipolog.
Is she a Muslim?
No,
It
she's a
can
Catholic. She went to church today.
Mindanao's dangerous, man.
Mm.
Oh, that's only central Mindanao. That's where the autonomous area is. If you go down to
my
Davao,
wife. Just so you know, my wife's father was a constabulary, they call it. My wife's Filipino, as you well know, Filipina, and her father was at one time the mayor of Baguio, and but he was what they call a constabulary. It's like a marshal, and he was shot twice by residents of Mindanao. A lot of it's not the safest place to be. You know,
Is that Lloyd Minden now?
Yeah.
huh? Just saying. I want you safe, Artie. Tell him to meet you in Luzon.
Okay, Luzon. Or how about Dumaguete? That's where a lot of expats live.
Mm.
Okay.
Do me where?
Do me
Dumaguete.
anywhere I can take. I can get it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of expats in Cebu too. Another place.
Okay.
Mindoro is a nice island. I've been there. Um,
How long are you going to spend there?
2 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. It's
But
beautiful.
I'll be all over the place. I'm definitely going to see James and his lovely wife Ness.
Excellent.
Gotta see my godson Daniel, and that's the Fabian family. So I'll be seeing the Fabian Bernal Gingoy clan while I'm down there, and then I gotta go down to Davao City and see my goddaughter Ella, and spend a day or two there. And I still got to figure out a way how to get to my girlfriend's place, or just have her meet me somewhere else. And maybe this first time it'll just be us two. And then if I go back, then I'll meet her family. Yeah, meet her kids and her mom.
Okay. Well, when I put the GoFundMe up to to pay for your ransom, I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, there is no divorce in the Philippines. They do have annulments. That's about.
Yeah, you can't get divorced, but you can get your marriage annulled from the Catholic Church for about $2-3 grand.
Close enough.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I'll be back.
Alrighty, we'll be here.
Yeah.
I used to work with a Laotian girl, and my wife and I worked at the same place.
A what?
Laotian girl from Laos?
Yeah,
Rouse.
I thought you said Oation.
No.
It's an Oation.
And I would tease her,
Loation.
and she didn't know the language very well, and she'd get all flustered. She goes, "Oh, Jim, I could just sit on your face." And my wife said, "No, you don't want to do that."
Oh, nice.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
No, God, no.
A stream. You know what? I might be able to do that at James's place.
Hey, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
But then how would he join in? Just like lurk over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, something like that.
Is he coming in
Yeah.
tonight?
I hope so. He's running a bit late. He was last week. He was came in about this time. He only stayed with us for a short period because he had something that he had to do.
Yeah,
Mm.
entertaining people. They come from
Oh,
all over
I've
the
been
world.
to McCaddy. That is a cool place. That's where Trump Towers is located
Mm.
in McCaddy. That's their financial district. There are a lot of high rises there. Huge mall. You thought Mall of America was huge? Go to the Asian Mall in Manila. It's right near the port. Even bigger than that. They have an ice skating rink there, and I mean it's huge. I haven't been there, but the mall. I mean, they love their malls over there in the Philippines.
Hmm.
Yep, you're right. But it's cheap to live there, depending on where you live. If you live out in the province, you can live pretty cheaply, but your electricity and your internet is going to be pretty spotty. But if you live in the city, that's where it gets a little expensive. And where James lives, he lives in Lipa City, and he's in a gated community where he built his house there, and there's still a lot of lots, but I think most of the lots are all bought up. Now, my girlfriend's cousin that I met, they own a lot down the street from James. Hold on. And their lot is only like 600 square meters, I think. It's not a very big lot.
What's
I
for
want
snack?
to.
Welcome back, Bill.
I want to correct and or elaborate on something I said that probably sounded stupid. When I asked if she was Muslim, I could care less if she's Muslim. I have plenty of Muslim friends who are lovely, wonderful human beings. However, in Mindanao, there is a Muslim insurgency that will kidnap Americans and ransom them.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I know this is because a friend of mine had it happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. I told my wife just now, Art's going to Mindanao. She's going to start saving. We're going to start saving.
Okay.
So we can buy you back.
Yeah. Hey, Art, half
Hopefully-
price.
hopefully-
There
hopefully
you
they
go.
That goes
They
to the
charge
hotel.
they charge by the foot. You know,
Yeah. Mhm.
Buck and a half a
Oh,
foot.
now,
Church is-
oh shit! They
church is-
cut my foot off.
Here's $5.
I
Keep it
just I'm sorry. I brought it up because I don't want to sound racist. But I have anything against
Oh,
Muslims.
yeah.
Because I don't. It's just very dangerous down there. That's all.
Well, thank you, Susan. I will be careful.
cheddar.
Now
and
you're making Jim
jalapeno.
hungry.
I'm wearing shorts now, by the way.
Oh, by the way, I had dinner before the show, so
Oh,
I'm
we
not
can go all night.
starving like I usually am.
All night live stream. Another 5 hour, Bill. Are you
Yeah.
used to that?
So I made fish and chips for dinner tonight.
Oh, wonderful.
Bought some frozen Gorton's battered fish and took some potatoes, chopped them, cut them up in the strings and threw them in the deep fryer, and God, was it good. And you know, red potatoes make better French fries, I think.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'd agree with that.
And it doesn't take long. It takes about a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes most, to make some really nice fries. Yep. And that frozen fish, well, it was thawing out in the refrigerator, so
All fries. Anyway, Artie,
yeah.
I've really enjoyed this stream.
Oh, thank you.
Where's James?
I'm waiting for him. Where are you, James? Are you?
Hey,
Oh,
there
you
you go.
forget. You know what? We went on last week was the time change,
Yeah.
so it's probably earlier for him. He's probably just waking up right now.
No, it'd be 9:49 over there at the moment.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we've had our time change since then.
Yeah, you drop back an hour means that you add an hour here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
You
it's
used
back
to
where
go on.
it's back to where it was.
Counterclockwise,
Well,
Bill.
It might be back
Mhm.
to where you are, but I'm an hour ahead of you now. Because Art used to go on at 10. He goes.
What time are you right now, Dominic?
Wait.
Dominic, stop talking shit. What time is it there right now?
12:50 p.m.
Wow.
14. It's 14 hours, just like it always was.
Dominic, here's a test. You're lying. How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
Well, you wouldn't know that an hour ahead ago.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Time
An
now.
hour ahead ago?
Yeah.
Oh, and our president, Joe Biden, he says he wants to stay on permanent standard time so he could fall forward.
Yep.
I saw that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, 16 hours difference. It's 8:50 there.
Yeah, 8:53 Catskills, Brad.
Yeah. Add 4 hours and add 12. That makes 16. It's generally 14.
What? It's 14 hours. It's back to where it was. You guys sit back. You guys sit back an hour, and then so did we. So we're back to where we were. Right? Or forward. I don't know. Fall back. Yeah, fall back. We sit back an hour. There you go.
Yep.
Fall back, spring forward.
Because generally art comes on at 10 a.m. my time, but now because of various time differences, he's now on at 11 because he comes on at 9. Well, 9 a.m. is my time, is what I'm saying. So after we've got all that confusion out of the way. But it makes it easier.
See, here, Eastern Standard Time, and this one is just regular time. So I'm always ready to go.
Yeah.
What is the difference between Eastern Standard Time and regular time?
Eastern
He
and
wants to
Western.
be cool like Jason Chap.
Yeah.
Hold your watches up
To
and tell
watch.
me we can't be cool like that. Just not possible. Jim, what time do your watches say?
This one says 4:15, and this one
What?
says 8 minutes before 9.
It's 8:55 Eastern Time.
Close enough.
8:52.
It's 8:55. But what's going on with the other watch? Is it
It needs a
the fuck is
battery.
it? Clearly.
It's
I mean,
correct twice a day.
If it's 5 hours behind, be Greenwich. You know.
Yeah, because Greenwich is GMT plus 11 currently in my time zone.
Are you getting sleepy?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, 8:53 now.
50. So, what cool movies are coming out? There's a new version, or the newest, All Quiet on the Western Front. That looks like a really good movie. Yep.
There's a new version of that? Really?
Yep.
Sounds cool.
Mm-hmm. How many of you seen the one with the Ernest Borgnine in All Quiet on the Western Front?
Oh, Poseidon Adventure.
No, not.
Well, he was in that one.
Yep.
Always liked the Ernest Borgnine.
Yep. He was
I always
also
got
in
the-
Marty, which he won an Academy Award.
Always got the impression that if you were hanging out with him, you would smell like dirty underpants. Just comes across brown stripey kind of guy. But I enjoyed his movies. He was funny.
Yep.
McHale's Navy is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
However, Tim Conway was a funny guy there.
Yep.
The other watches that
There-
remind Jim to look at his other
Warren.
Hi, Laura.
Oh, Laura, good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves the glass because this is from her channel. Okay, cheap
Awesome.
fool. Oh, little Laura Lama
Mhm.
and cheap because, and Laura, I have to tell you, I'm not going to be around tomorrow. I have to go to my dad's. He's got a yard full of branches and stuff, and
Stop.
it was too. He's well, it's stuff. He was going to hire somebody to clean his yard out. Sorry. And I told him I would go up there to clean the branches and whatever from his yard. Boo.
So,
Uncle
Bill,
Boo.
have you been to the Philippines?
No.
No. Oh.
I feel like I have every time I hug and kiss my wife or eat her food
Yeah.
or listen to her, swear at Democrats on the TV screen. No.
Now,
she's
does she point with her lips? Go, honey,
Mhm.
where's the remote?
over there.
Mm,
Yeah, they do that. Over there.
Yep.
She absolutely does that.
Yeah, baby.
Where's my shirt, hon?
Pointy lips. Now we're talking.
Yep. And do you know what a duende is?
Who?
A duende? It's kind
Duende?
of like it's like a little troll, kind of like a leprechaun. Yeah, their version of a leprechaun. Duende.
Oh, a duende?
Mhm.
Honey!
Mhm.
I'll have to ask her.
What's a duende?
She'll probably tell me you're drunk. Hold on a second.
It's a new burger from Wendy's.
Yeah.
A duende.
A duende.
Duende. Yeah. Yeah. Duende 1, Duende 2, Duende
Baconator. Double baconator.
Baconator. Yep.
Triple baconator. Quad.
Beauchartonator.
A quad. Beauchartnator, which is
Yep.
actually known as the quad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, in the Philippines they have like these mystical beings, and duende is like one of the
The ones that Jack sold
yeah.
or bought. Oh man. The mythical stories coming from other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What mythical creatures do we have down under?
We got drop bears.
We've got the drop bear and the bunyip.
What the hell are they?
No, you'll have to Google them.
I don't know how to spell it.
Well, drop bear's easy.
Drop
B-R-O.
bear.
Yeah, drop B-E-A-R. Drop bear. And bunyip is B-U-N-Y-I-P.
Bunyip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there's the Minyari. That's the chief god of the Zambals. Okay. Oh, and Zambalas. Okay, that's a Philippine.
Oh, Alexis. Hi,
Hello,
sweetheart.
Alexis.
Oh,
Booyah.
Alexis. Yeah, if I had a way, I wish I could get the link to you and you could pop
Yeah,
in for
send
a
it via
bit.
messenger.
Yeah, I think we may get a little bit of dusting of snow tonight.
Well, we had some snow last week. We got a couple inches here where I live, and then where I work, we got 5 inches. And what we learned, Bill, what a duende is.
Yeah, she said it was something. First, she said no. Then she said, yeah, it's something when we were kids. And they didn't want you to go over there when it was dark because, excuse me, there's a duende. It's like a boogeyman.
Yep.
A
Mhm.
duende.
A duende. Yeah.
A boogie man or a boogie girl.
A boogie person.
Yeah.
Because we have to be inclusive these days.
Ah, fuck them.
Well, if it was a boogie girl, I might go.
Yeah. Bill, could you send Alexis the link?
Alexis. Oh, hi, Alexis.
Yeah, she's
Why, you
in
can't?
the-
What's your finger broken? The fuck?
I don't have a way to contact her other than What do
why
I?
aren't you,
I have a.
why aren't you guys friend on Messenger or Facebook or whatever?
You're the co-host, Bill. Just do it.
She's not on Facebook.
Yes, sir. I'm on my way. I'm just coming. I have to find her. Hold on. It's been a while. Alexis. I mean, and I'm gonna go through all this, and then she's not gonna join. Then aren't you gonna feel stupid?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Or silly.
No, stupid.
Oh, so you do know who you're talking about.
Oh, mythological creature.
Mythological creatures. Like Gorga Medusa. A ton of snow for this winter. Yes. You imagine if like it snowed 10 inches and it all boom came down all at once. Just everything would be just flattened.
Okay, Alexis
There
has
you
been
go.
sent.
There's Dwendy.
Wendy. Yeah.
Do 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 do.
That's a little scary looking.
Dwendy.
Yeah, he looks
Like
little
a
like
troll.
I could kick the shit out of him.
Like a troll, a little.
That looks like me.
Doesn't bother me.
Dwarfs, childlike creatures. Oh, of course, I can kick this shit out of any kid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be so confident, Alexis.
Yeah,
You never
you're
know.
right.
I sent you a link through Messenger, Alexis.
Yeah, are you coming on, Lexus?
Now that Art did all this online, now you get to feel guilty when you can't do it.
Yeah, no peer pressure there at all.
No, none.
Well, Bill, you're
Wendy, you.
you're as tall as her, so you're about the only peer.
I'm 6'2".
I know.
Is she 6? Oh, she's 6'2". Oh yeah,
Yeah, but
you're right.
Art, Dominic, and myself.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oops.
I meant
Why, you have a different Wendy?
no. There was another mystical creature
Peter
I
Pan.
have.
Wendy.
It's
Peter Pan. Peanut butter. Peter Pan peanut butter. I'm sorry.
Lexus.
there we go.
Avada.
There it is. A tick tick
Lexus.
tick tick.
Tick tick.
Tick tick.
Tick tick. Oh, now that's scary. I hate those teeth. Art, if I have freaking nightmares, I'm phoning you in the middle of the night.
Tick tick are shape-shifting elements who can transform into animals, usually a giant bird. Before they attack you, you'll hear a faint tick tick from a distance, but don't let it fool you. If the sound of the tick tick is loud, it means it's far away, but if it gets quieter, that means the creature is right behind you.
The claw. I'm scared now.
I don't know. His sister's name's Tic Tac, and she's a delicious mint.
Hey.
So I'm
Oh,
good.
speaking of tick tick, let's welcome all the way from Lipa City,
Yeah, here he is.
Philippines. It's
Oh, I gotta
the
go, Artie.
ever-present James. Welcome.
Hey, morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey,
Thanks for joining.
No, I was actually. We just finished breakfast. We did waffles this morning.
Good for you.
So I said,
Waffle?
yeah, it's a time change. We got a time change here, so
Yes,
it's actually more
right.
favorable. It's I would have probably been earlier, but we had a big gathering last night. Every Saturday night, all the neighbors come over, and we hang out in the pavilion. And
You didn't say, "Hey, I got art show in the morning."
Yeah.
We got.
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So whoa! Look at this. Oh, did this come from Manila? Where'd this come from? Ooh, look at this.
Oh,
This is Australian steaks. Yeah. Well,
Oh, cool.
kangaroo.
there you go, Dominic. See, we're supporting your country, man. Yeah.
Wait. What kind of meat is it?
Steaks? It's steak. What kind of steaks are those, babe?
No. What kind of animal? What the fuck?
What? Ribeyes.
Oh,
So it's
ribeye
steer.
of kangaroo. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to get USDA grade A, AAA American, that great beef from Texas around here. So
Oh,
the next best thing is Australia.
Well,
Well, nothing
SNR.
wrong with it.
Well, don't,
Nothing
you
wrong
got
with that.
cabals there.
No, it's
Don't-
good. No, it's good. The beef from
I
Australia is
just
really
want to know
good.
what animal died to feed your family.
Are you
But
a vegetarian, Bill? Are you a vegetarian?
not even a little.
The vegetarian.
No, they can.
Hey,
No,
let's
no.
welcome all the way from Corpus Christi, Texas, the ever lovely Alexis. Hello.
I appreciate them and love them for laying down their life to make my life happier.
Hey, Alexis. Hey.
Hi, Alexis.
How are you? Good to see you again.
Vada.
Hear me all right?
No,
No.
very good.
This off.
And
What?
speaking about that tick creature, I'm hung
Yeah,
like a tic tac. Want to freshen your breath?
What was the comment? When I came? As soon as
Oh,
I
we
came
were
in,
talking about
I heard
Philippine mystical
tick.
creatures
What did that have to do with me?
and duendes.
No,
You know what a duende is, don't you, James?
I do not.
You better ask Ness.
Okay. I'll
Ask
her.
me, hon, what's a duende?
I don't know. Is it it's a Filipino thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
we were
just-
talking
it's-
about Filipino. A
It's special.
mythical
It's special needs Johnny's sister Wendy. It's Wendy.
It's like a little troll. That's
So-
what it is.
Okay.
That was
A
inappropriate.
No. I haven't signed on. To the TikTok thing. I barely do Facebook. I get people. I gotta tell you, and the thing with Facebook, it kind of hurts me because I get lots and lots of messages on Facebook Messenger and Facebook.
Yeah.
And-
why don't you
and-
respond?
Well, because it's too many. There's I don't know what I did. I must have configured. Ness says I screwed something up on my configuration. But what happened? Because every time I open my inbox, you'll get a notification. You'll get a notification when you get something from Facebook Messenger in your email. I guess that's some kind of default thing, however you got it registered. And it was like every time I opened up my email, every single time, I had like 300 Facebook Messenger things inside there, and I couldn't find the real stuff the real email that I was looking for. So I think I did something to put it into my spam folder. So my spam folder now gets like 300 things and stuff. And I just normally go to my spam folder and just say clears, every couple of days, clean out my
Stop
spam
having
folder.
50,000 subscribers on YouTube, then.
but it kind. The thing is, some of those messages that I'm getting on Facebook Messenger or Facebook, they're important. Case in point was yesterday. Somebody showed up like at 5:30 at my gate out here. We have this. I told you Saturday night. It's open gate here. All the people in the subdivision. Well, not all the people. We have a group of people that just come. We don't send out an invitation. It's like potluck and people bring beers and drinks and different types of food. And then and it's at 6:30. It's always at 6:30. That's the start time. But somebody showed up at 5:30 yesterday, and it was some people that came in from Saipan, and they said we sent you a message on Messenger, and they said we know that you do the every Saturday thing. We were just hoping you didn't mind if we dropped in for the Saturday thing. And I'm like, of course not. We don't want. It's great. Actually, they bought some property here in the subdivision.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
Yeah, but I don't know how to get a proper balance between the real spam stuff that comes from Facebook Messenger and the ones I really should be paying
You need
attention
a
to. I always
secretary.
say, you notice if you watch the channel, I always say, please don't send me something if you're expecting an answer to a particular, like a build question or a DIY question. Don't send it to me on Messenger because I only like the only time I really open that is when I publish a video. I put the link in Facebook, so there's visibility on Facebook, because our second biggest demographics is the Philippines, and their number one means of communicating back and forth in social media is Facebook. So I can't ignore it, but I have to find some kind of balance. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
It's like an ugly naked chick. You can't ignore it, but you got to love.
Yeah.
No, we can barely hear you.
No? How about now?
Not very
A
good.
little better. Not much.
No.
Yep.
That's weird.
Well, I hear pretty good. I hear pretty good.
I'm gonna come back. Hold on.
You're closer to her.
Yeah. But I heard.
Yeah, I hear her just fine.
Yeah. I hear good too.
Right back.
The Art, I heard you talking. I heard you. We were watching your show while we were eating breakfast here, and I heard you talking about your April intended visit to the Philippines. Yeah, and please do. Hopefully you do get to stop by here. But what I think you were saying something about where your girlfriend is from Zamboanga del Norte, and you were saying, "Oh no, that's not the bad part." Well, no, that is the worst part. That is the very worst part of the Philippines for a foreigner, especially an American. Zamboanga del Norte, and the northwestern side. So just if you do go there, make sure that you have an entourage. Make sure that you have good visibility with your entourage, and try to avoid going to certain places. When you leave there, you'll be fine. Everywhere else in the Philippines, Visayas, Luzon, you won't have any. There's no issues. But that one particular part of the Philippines literally is the worst place for a foreigner to be.
Wow.
I used to remember I'm retired Air Force, and then when I left the Air Force, I did 15 years as a DoD contractor, supporting missions in that particular region right there. I'm not going to get into detail, but that area really isn't foreigner friendly. So just be really careful if you go down in that area.
Foreigner.
Well, my wife told me,
Foreigner.
depending on where I go in the Philippines, the fact that I'm so tall makes me stand out, and they find out you're an American, and they scoop you right up. So Artie, you're okay.
Oh,
Feel the burn.
Zinga.
So you got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks over here. But man, when you fly in, you're going to be exhausted. When you fly in, then you're going to be preparing. So you have like more like 10 to 12 days. So, but you can see a lot until 10 to 12 days. We did something that I don't really like doing, but last night during our Saturday get together, sometimes somebody will come and they'll ask a particular question about something in the Philippines, and if we have a video, we were talking about Palawan. I hope you get to go to Palawan on this visit when you come. Palawan is and so somebody said, "Oh, didn't you go to Palawan?" And we popped up a few.
She does have relatives there.
Yeah. Well, we popped up a few. I think I have 5.
That's really cool. Ask your captors if they'll let you go there.
There you go. Well, I was thinking about I was going to pull an Arnold Schwarzenegger like in True Lies, and escape and decimate all my captors, and then go through the jungle to the road to the nearest town.
Artie, love you, Artie, but in this scenario, you're Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, I'm Mini Arnold.
Bill, man, you're on fire today.
What? I'm worried about him. It's my wife doesn't want to go because she thinks that's why she's here. Close it here.
okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Go into the settings and do some settings.
Yeah, there you go.
It's still not very loud.
You're not. How about now?
Yes.
Oh, much
Oh,
better.
yeah.
You know, if you talk like really close to the microphone, we can hear you.
Yeah, just put it by your mouth, baby.
A little closer. A little more.
Hello, James.
Little more.
James. James. MPID.
Brother Bob.
Art, if you don't get tortured by the people down in Mindanao, just have your girlfriend serve you the nuguan. I don't know if I pronounced that right, or a balut, and
no balut. No,
that'll be the next. That'll be the closest
No.
thing to getting tortured down in Zamboanga
Yeah.
that you could possibly face. over here.
Dinner
well,
guan.
if I
Dinner
do
guan and
go,
balut.
I'll be
No
going
guan,
to
yeah,
Davao. I'll go to Davao City. That's where my goddaughter Ella lives. So, that's where the former president used to be the mayor of.
Oh yeah, Davao. Yeah, actually, he did a lot of advancement of technology and the infrastructure.
Mhm.
I think that's one of the big reasons they saw what he did down there, and they were hoping that would kind of spread. And you would think that would especially spread like to the Manila area. Like that's the only place that I know in the Philippines where they took all the power lines and all the utilities and they buried them underground, so it's clean, like we have in the U.S. So the streets don't have all those like a billion of the spaghetti wires for
Yeah.
the internet cabling and the power cables and everything up there. But it didn't seem, for some reason, they did it down there, and I think it's going to be a long time before they do that anywhere else. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Don. Yeah. Be more like throw mama from the train. You're not Patty. Boing.
Oh, great day.
But yeah, I'm going to be visiting my ex fiance's family. My godson Daniel, which is around your area.
Well, you will definitely be you'll be welcome with open arms and open pockets. Definitely. So.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So, Art, in this whirlwind tour that you're taking, at what point are you going to visit James?
Oh, probably early in the trip because he's not too far. He's only what?
May I suggest you go there on the first day?
Yeah, we're so I do get to see it.
James,
I do
you're
get to
going to
see
pick
it.
me up at the
I get you,
airport.
Bill. I get you. Yeah, I don't mind. I can do that. I can pick you
Okay, cool.
up. Because we're not that far from the NAIA. That's the international airport that you fly. Of course, you know that, Bill. But we're probably. It
Just
depends on
saying.
traffic. If the traffic isn't too bad, it's about an hour and a half from here to the airport.
And then you and James, once you're there, can work out your itinerary.
Okay.
And
Cool.
we'll get to see you someday again.
James can be your entourage.
And James, we'll do a live stream from your house while I'm there.
Yeah, so schedule your trip so that you know that when you come at the very beginning, because you can do your show. You could do your SNL from here, which is Sunday morning here. So maybe you could come in like on a Saturday, and then you stay with us, and then on Sunday morning you could do your live show on your normal time, so you don't have any interruption. I think that'd be kind of
There
cool.
you go.
Maybe we'll
That'd
hang
be
around.
cool.
Yeah, we'll hang out. We'll do the live stream from the pavilion or by the poolside or something like
Well,
that.
James has lived there for years, so he may know some people that will travel with you to Mindanao and visit your non-terrorist, non-Muslim.
For the right this, anybody will travel with you anywhere around here.
Well, Yolanda has a friend. She's got property down there. She said she would be my chaperone down. So.
Yeah. Well, you should. We were talking about that last night because one of our friends in the subdivision was talking about wanted to get some information Palawan. That's kind of why we popped up Palawan videos from the channel. But we are all in agreement, even the Filipinos who went overseas and lived like 30 years, and they came back to retire in the Philippines. The best course of action, the best plan is to have a good plan. Go to a travel agency, have everything lined up, know what places that you're going to stay in, because all the tourist industry over here is incredible, and they will handle everything. Will get you from point A to point B. You really don't have to worry about. You just have to show up at point A so that you meet all the.
And they're experienced local people who can tell you where to go, where not to go.
Yeah.
You know what to do, what not to do. I mean, they have people that do that for a living. What I mean, do you have American chains there like Holiday Inn and all that good stuff?
No. That's what I'm saying.
They do have Hiltons over there.
No, they don't have Hiltons in the province.
No, not in the province, but in the big cities like
if you're in
Manila.
Yeah.
But that's what I like. For example, on my trip when I came over, we stayed at a little place in Pasay City, which is really close to Manila. They're not far from the airport. And then
that's why I bought my truck.
We did the Gray Line tour of Manila. We went through the old and the new part of Manila. We went through Makati. We went to the cemetery, the military cemetery there. And then we went to Intramuros, which is the old part of Manila when the Spanish controlled it. That's the walled city. And then we went down to Mindoro. We stayed at a resort called Bad Lads in Puerto Galera, which was a really nice place. And that's how I met my girlfriend's cousin. Was there.
But you were talking about the big hotel chains and stuff like that, only in the big city. So if you're doing, this is why I say it's really important to have a well planned out, you're coordinated through a tour company, something like that. Because if you just can't hop in you can, but normally it's not a good idea, especially if you're traveling with a woman, like if I would travel with my wife, because it's not like in the US, it's not like getting on the interstate and you have all these rest stops and you got these restaurants, easy, you just take a quick exit and there's a fast food restaurant on the side. It's not like that over here. I mean, you could drive for 4 hours and not see a hotel, not see, especially if you're taking the normal, because there's not a lot of interstate type of a flight that you have the SLEX on the south side of Manila. Luzon, the island of Luzon is very fortunate compared to all the other two big islands, is they have a major highway structure that goes from Batangas City to Manila. And that consists of like the SLEX, the Southern Luzon Expressway. And then it goes to whatever the expressway where it ends that goes into Manila. And then you have one that goes north of Manila, that like as you're going towards Baguio. But none of the other islands, the big islands, the Visaya or Mindanao, have these big interstate type of structures inside there. So you're normally going to have to take secondary or really bad roads. And if you got, for people that are traveling, when you want to do rest breaks and stuff like that, it becomes real difficult. I mean, a guy around here, it's easy. You just pull over to the side, there's a tree, and stuff like that. But if you can't do that, my wife is like, that's not going to happen. So, so it's got to be well planned out. It's got to be well planned. So, and that's what we'll be doing on. We were talking because I think our next trip is going to Baguio, and then we'll probably do that just before tourist season starts, before it starts getting a little bit warmer, probably around February, March, maybe around April, that time period. And that'll be our travel vlogging video.
Make sure to get the fertility dolls up there.
The facility dolls?
Fertility.
Oh, fertility. Why would I want?
You probably have seen them. It's the little man that has he has a barrel, and you push the head down, and the barrel comes up, and you see his junk. Is really big.
That's over here.
Yeah, they make them up in Baguio because Haley, Will Dasovich's sister, she went up there and they had one of those, and she pushed on the head, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, hello.
Well, I don't think most of the people go to Baguio to look at the little man with the barrel around his waist. I think most of the people go up there for the
Strawberries?
the culture. No, the culture, because Baguio has a native culture that's different from the rest of Luzon. They have a traditional clothing that they wear that's specific to that region right there. They're kind of isolated because they're way up in the mountains. They're the coolest. I think they have the lowest temperatures anywhere in the Philippines because they're way up in the mountains. And it's a cultural kind of a trip when you go up inside there, and there's a lot of beauty. And then somebody told me 2 people that came to our get together last night said there's a place that's not very far from that. It's a place called Vegan. Have you heard about Vegan? It's got nothing to do with being a vegetarian or anything like that. It's the name of the
Interesting
Bill.
name.
Bill, I don't know. Did your wife ever talk to you about a place called Vegan? No.
Interesting name.
Yeah. So they said if you're going to Baguio, definitely make sure that you go to Vegan. There's I forgot what they said. Was the draw for that place? I think it's the beauty of the countryside.
My wife's been here a long time. She became an American citizen in 1988.
Yeah.
So I should tell you, that place probably didn't exist back then.
So anyway,
imagine you talk 33 years to 34 years ago.
So I think we'll before we go, we'll research a lot of everything. And the thing about if you go to Baguio, you don't really have to, except for maybe setting up accommodations for your hotel or whatever it is like that. That's one of those places you can actually go because it's like going to Tagaytay here. There's so much stuff inside there. You just travel around and you can do everything on your own. But when you go from here anywhere down south, you really have to have a well prepared type of a travel itinerary.
And that's why I'm bringing this up, and I'm going to talk to my girlfriend and say, hey, this is when I plan on coming. Let's figure out an itinerary, and because where she lives is out in the stick. She's near the ocean, and I was thinking maybe the first time we'll just meet. I'll just meet her somewhere else, and then when I go back to see her, then I'll meet the rest of her family. It might be easier. But I definitely want to see my goddaughter, Ella.
Did you say? Oh no, Nelia and Chris, they're in California, so they're not over here.
Yeah.
I actually got a email from them like a couple days ago because we're getting ready to do we have an HOA here. We're getting ready to do the special meeting. It's before the annual general meeting, and it has to do with we're trying to get bylaws approved here. And they assigned me their proxy because they don't know what's going on inside here. So I always volunteer if people that I know that bought properties here want me to proxy for them. And I have a lot of them that do that. But they contacted me and said they'd like me to do that.
Getting sleepy, Bill?
A little bit. All right. All right. James is explaining things quite well. It's all good. I have I have nothing to input.
So Bill, how's it going on? How's it going on at Bill's Toys?
We've been busy because that gal over there.
Oh, really?
Giving away everything. Word.
How can you not bop your head to that music?
I was grooving.
Wrong show. That's my input. I'm done. Goodbye.
We begged you to come on. and we haven't let you
Alexis.
talk even a little.
It's okay. I've been learning Kumasta and
Mabute. Mabute.
Mabute.
Yeah.
And
Umagong. or-
Puto. What?
I've been Googling
Mahal
how to speak
Kita.
Filipino so I could have something to input, but I suck.
Yeah. Mahal Kita. Ingat. And Salamat.
Well, mahal kita it means I love you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mahal kita and mahal din kita means I love you too. You know how I know that?
Oh my
A few
god.
things I've learned because it's in my wedding ring. Mahal
I got it.
kita and mahal din kita.
So
All right, I got to tell you the ingat that you said. If you say ingat, they're not gonna have a clue what you just said. I went through this. I went with the, and I kept saying it, and I'm saying the same thing, and they're saying ingat. And I'm saying ingat. And they're saying ingat. I said ingat. It's the same.
Ingat.
Why are we saying the same
Ingat.
thing? It's
There's no good.
Yeah, there's no gut. There's no. You don't put
It's
the G.
Ingat.
And
Okay.
it took me forever for that. But Alexis,
hello.
did you watch? I think it was our. Yeah, did you watch our last posted video? I don't know if you watched it where we performed. We had a outdoor gig at the clubhouse. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see
You
it.
gotta look. I know you're into the music and stuff.
An art
You got
arts show?
not on our show, on our channel, on our channel.
Oh.
Yeah. James, you have a channel? Anyway.
You have a
Oh,
channel?
you have a channel, James?
You do have a challenge, James?
Oh, Bill, did you know I have a channel? I didn't know if you knew.
You know, I finally subscribed to it last week. I'm sorry. I could have sworn I subscribed to you like months ago.
Well, you
What's
know, and you might have. It is really weird. I don't understand it sometimes. And we talked about this in the past. Sometimes when you subscribe and sometimes when you do the notification thing,
Yeah.
you look later on and it's not there anymore. And the person, and because I know I don't unsubscribe. And I just see that for some reason sometimes.
Well, let's check. Let's check. Are you subscribed to a little channel called Uncle Bill's Toys?
Uncle Bill's Toys. I'm sure I am. I'm sure I am.
I'm subscribed.
Check right now.
I'm subscribed to everybody there.
Can you-
I will check it out, James.
Okay. No, but no, it's not only for this last video because I know we talked last time that we were together on Art's Place here.
He's not subscribed.
And we were talking, and we're. If I am not, I promise you, Bill. I promise you, as soon as we get done here,
You asked me like two weeks ago.
I'm
Bill,
going
you
VFR. I'm going
You have a
VFR.
channel? Oh, Bill, you have a channel?
Bill, put your link in there so he has no excuse.
That's it.
And James,
There you
put
go.
your link up there. I want to see if I'm subscribed to you.
It's my PI dream. It's just my
Just put your link
space.
up there. Quit giving me
Is it-
excuse.
I can't.
Put your link.
'Cause I can't. I
Sure
can't
you can.
comment.
You got a
It
private
doesn't.
chat.
Alexis, I
Gee.
can't comment. It doesn't. The people who are in the chat here, you
What?
cannot comment in the comment section. I would have to open up another browser
Oh,
and log
poor
in.
thing.
Oh, all that effort. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was so hard. Jeez.
But no, I actually didn't direct this with you to plug my channel. I promise it wasn't that. What I wanted to talk about was we picked up some additional instruments post
There you go.
that gig right there. Have you ever heard of a ukulele bass?
No.
Okay, you
Well,
should look.
no.
Okay,
There
so
you go. There's his
You-
link.
Yeah. 4 people have
High
done it.
time.
Thank you, Art. Thank you, Art. You're in control, man. You can do all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
I'm subscribed.
So-
Post the link.
I am
so Ness,
subscribed.
Oh, you're so technologically advanced. He copied and pasted a link.
I don't
That's
see the music one though. I see
Breaking
you
news.
guys, your neighborhood do
Fabulous.
this. Ours does.
oh,
See
Bill,
this
you're on
entire
fire,
mistake.
man. You're on.
Wait, I gotta go to video. Hold on.
I was asleep a minute ago. Hold on a
Oh
second.
yeah. I see it. I got it.
But I stopped talking and you woke up, so that's a good.
I
thing.
was never actually asleep. I was just thinking about it. You see my channel.
Yeah, and your wife or somebody is jamming.
Oh yeah, she's she's awesome. She was a musician way before I came out of the closet, because I was never. I
Oh,
only
what?
played-
What? I bet she's surprised to hear about that.
Hey now, breaking news.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I only played in the living room. I never.
Oh, that's what she said.
And my wife was actually a professional performer in Japan. She was a professional performer in the Philippines before she moved to Japan when she was like 19 years old, 20 years old, or something like that. So she studied. She's a total professional. And
When
and
did you
I.
come out of the closet?
So she's really good.
Yeah, there's
So-
my link. It's very difficult to find. It's youtube.com/Uncle Bill's Toys.
That's so cool.
I know you're gonna have a hard time finding it. And you know, my wife did that too. She belonged to that Manila dance troupe that travels all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife was a member of that. She performed in Japan, China, Singapore for several years actually. She's very talented.
Yeah. Very
There's
cool.
my link, by the way, James. Check it out.
Wait.
Again.
You know what? I'm actually, as we speak right now. I want you to go right now.
Not
I want you to
subscribed.
go right now back to your channel, and you'll see I just subscribed.
Oh my God, I knew it.
Hey, we picked up one more, Bill. Rock on.
Don't
There
you
you go.
understand that Jim Beauchard is my co-host? Do you understand what you're missing?
I love Jim Beauchard.
I follow Jim wherever Jim goes. So if he's your
I saw a
coach,
video of Jim today.
I will be there.
I saw it.
Jim, how long have you been my co-host? Like 7 months, 8 months? What?
No, since the start of the year, January.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So James, are you a member of ArtCo
I am.
Drone Solutions?
I am.
Me?
I pay good money every month, Art.
Subscribe? I'm subscribed to you.
No.
You've got a membership.
There's
You gotta
a
pay-
button. It's called Join. You press that.
Yeah,
You could be a member.
Oh,
You could be a free bird. You
don't
could be
put
a
the guilt
silver
trip. Don't
eagle.
put the
You could be a
guilt
golden
trip on me.
eagle.
Art, she is a member. She's just not a moderator.
Yeah.
She's not a what? She's not a moderator. Yeah,
Who
she,
dropped the effing ball now?
Ooh,
Let
look,
me
let me
see.
put my channel up there. Woo, Andrew Honey. Thank you.
Oh, there's Alexa. Okay, there's Alexa. Hold on, Alexis. I'm going on this subscribe tantrum today. So
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Hey, has everyone seen my marginal VFR video?
Yep.
That's still in my save. Don't worry, I gotta watch it.
all right,
Yeah,
Alexa.
I'll watch it after this.
I'm there, Alexis. I'm there with the big plane picture in the front and everything.
That's
got
my
the
airplane.
I hit the subscribe.
Yep.
How about you,
All right.
Dominic? How about
I
you?
just gave away. I gave away 5 more subscriptions. Let's see if it accidentally picks James.
Just type in the chat, James. The next
You
person
can't-
to type usually gets it.
You can't.
You
Yeah.
can't pick who it goes to. In other words, I mean, I did 10 earlier. You weren't here, so here's
know,
5 more.
You know, if I want to be abused,
awesome. Thank you, Bill.
if I want to be abused, I can walk right into the kitchen right now. So you guys got to take it easy on it right here, okay?
Charles has got one.
Charles has got one. Okay, there you go. Who's
So
next?
we've 4 to go.
Click on it, James.
I did. I subscribed to you. I'm there. Check.
No, the
I don't have-
membership. Click the
Yeah.
membership thing.
Click
Yeah.
the membership. Is
Green
Yeah,
thing.
if you go to ArtCo Drone Solutions. Yeah.
Alex,
Okay.
There's a button.
I don't think
I'll
James.
take-
And it's out analytics. It says join.
Does James
Yeah.
have another window open so he can see it? In the
No, I closed. No, because it's actually I'm in Google Chrome right now.
It's all
So
right.
every time, like for me,
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
you
for me
should
to
be
do
able to see it.
I went over to Safari. I opened up Safari. Safari. It just
Open up the YouTube window and
You know
go
what I
down
did?
to the bottom.
I don't-
you'll
all right.
pop it out.
I feel like I'm under pressure right here, right now. Come on, give me a
That's
break.
Queen song.
And when I do this, I only pay for 1 month. It's up to you to keep it going.
Yeah. It's got to do.
Oh,
it's got one
nothing to do.
Scott
Alice
and
is
the dude.
right on.
Yeah, well,
Babe.
There you go. Okay, that's 3.
Alexis, you write something in the chat. See if Art made you a moderator yet.
who's playing Under Pressure?
It seems that way, Mark. Right?
Oh, I was, but I had to kill it because I didn't want you to get a strike.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's a good song though.
You gotta subscribe, hit the bell notification, and watch at least 3 minutes of their video.
That's my theme song for today.
I wanted to tell One Vision Ariel that I have just ordered a new Brian May book because I know his whole channel is, themed because of Queen. That's why it's One Vision. And it is this book here. It's called Stereoscopy is Good for You. And you can get it at the London Stereoscopic Company Ltd. There it is right there. This is for One Vision. Well, everybody, but basically.
Oh, I'm a bit of a Queen fan
His name is Dustin, by the way.
Dustin Gable, right?
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I like One Vision. And in my will, I should probably give in my Brian May guitar.
That's JIMBOSHART.
Oh, so Alexis talking about your Brian May, if you brought up your guitar. That's what I was talking about. That's how we kind of went into this crazy subscribe area and stuff like that. Anyway, it's what we did. We played the gig for the subdivision. We were invited for a big community.
I'm sorry, I need to interrupt you, James. I'm sorry. Mark, that's because blue overrides the green, just so you know. Yeah. He's still a member, but blue does override the green. The wrench rules.
Overrides the membership.
I apologize, James. Please continue.
It's okay. It's okay. We got plenty of time. This is Art show. His show goes on forever.
This is what you get for waking me to fuck up. So go ahead, please.
That's the bloody truth. Choke on.
So the reason, Alexis, since you're into musical instruments, this is why I was directing this your way. That's why I asked you, have you ever heard about a ukulele bass? So Ness, what we want to do,
would that be a ukulele?
Ukulele.
Ukulele.
Okay.
Correct.
So what Ness and I want to do, we actually went to where did we go to that we saw? Oh, remember when we went to Barry's birthday party? You saw that video too. I know you saw that one.
I saw that.
Did you see the guitar? The guy was playing inside there. I don't know if you got a close up of the guitar. He's playing one of those Yamaha backpack guitars. One that it's very small. It only goes in a pack. Like the pack's only about this wide. And it's got one of the little things that do the shape, the shape, and you screw it in, and it's basically it's like a backpack guitar. It's so lightweight, and I thought that's so cool. So I already have one of those. I used to take that with me when I used to go TDY or when I was on travel, and I would carry that and I would play it because you plug it into a set of headsets just like these, and you could play it, and it was great and had a little bit of reverb, a little bit of electronic mixing stuff on there. So we were watching a video. One of the songs that we performed at the clubhouse that day was a song that was done by a sister team. They're twins. They're called the Mona Lisa Twins. And I've been so engrossed in listening to them and watching their videos. We kind of went through the whole series of everything that they do, and I noticed that one of the videos, they have a whole array of different instruments, but one of them they were playing a bass. The lady was playing a bass, one of the Mona Lisa twins, and it was tiny. It was the size of it was the size of a ukulele, but the sound that was coming out of it was something I wanted my wife to play. The big upright basses. The sound of a big upright bass, but it's just too big and impractical for us to use and for us. And my wife's only she's about 5 foot tall, and those stand up basses are like 5.5 feet tall or something like that.
Yeah, get her a soapbox.
Well, anyway, when I heard when I heard the ukulele bass, I said, I got to have one. We got to have one. I said, there's no way
I
that
think
sound
that's
can
called
come
a
from
bajo. It's a Spanish guitar. They have them in Mexico. They look like a big ukulele, and they're big back, and
Wait.
they're four string.
Wouldn't a ukulele bass just be a guitar?
Hold on. You're gonna I wasn't prepared to do this. I'm going to go look at my order for that one. Actually, they don't have it. They don't sell this particular model in the Philippines. They don't sell it here. It's called Kala U bass, Kala. So if you get a chance, take a look at that. Well, anyway, I ordered that from the U.S. and I paid dearly for the shipping and the customs for it to come in this country, but nobody has it over here. They have a bunch of Chinese, counterfeit, similar. But I listened to other people play them, and it doesn't sound anything like the Kala, whatever the name of it is. So we got it in. So I was really skeptical. We took it out, we tuned it up, we plugged it into our little mini mixing PA system, and it was incredible. The sound that you get. It sounds just like the big acoustic stand-up basses. So you'll be seeing, and what the reason I brought this whole thing up, Alexis, is because what we're trying to do, we're trying to minimize our footprint when we go to. We're starting to get people are asking us to play for like anniversaries and little birthday parties and stuff like that. So I did the gigging many years before with the full guitar amps and the bass amps and the front of house PA system and the mix. And I'm getting too old for all that crap. So we're trying to minimize. So we'll do a video. We'll do a video on that one. I think you'll find it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new era. You don't need all that big stuff anymore. Preamps and all that stuff.
Less is more these days.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I use that excuse all the time.
There's more.
At least that's what I keep telling my wife, Jim.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to Dominic. I haven't heard his voice yet. Hi, Dom.
Hello.
Where are you, honey?
I'm at home today.
Australia.
Where? Can't hear you.
Was I?
I couldn't hear you. You sound far off.
I'm at home.
Yeah, that's because Alexis. That's because he's down under.
Ah,
Yeah, he's in Australia.
yeah.
You're in your home, really? And
Yeah.
okay.
So
And
what's
look
it?
at you.
What
about it?
Green working?
The food court doesn't open on a Sunday.
Your microphone sounds way far away, Dom.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's because he's in Australia.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you can't hear me.
So far away.
Mm-hmm.
I have to really yell loud for you to hear me because I'm in Australia.
Sounds kind of
I just heard
nasally.
you. Yeah.
The wire connection is they got a dingo on each side and they're hooking it up. And that's how we get the trans.
You know, we had a cold front come through, and it is so refreshing. We don't have all that heat, Bill. It went down to, or it's going down tonight to 48 degrees Fahrenheit, of course.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold
And-
for Texas.
Yes,
Corpus Christi,
I'm
absolutely.
Snow tonight.
Whoa.
And it's
We got down in the
tomorrow is
teens
only
the
gonna
other
be
night.
4 degrees.
Yeah, it's
Where
chilly
is
here in
70?
Florida. It's 70. It's 73 right now.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
chilly.
Yeah, we're about
Yeah.
74.
That's perfect, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've been having
Awesome.
really cold weather here at nighttime. We've been getting down in the middle of the night to like about 72.
Is that? Yeah, of course, that's Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 34 degrees here right now.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Art, thank you very much for the very early Christmas card. We just got it
Oh,
today.
you're welcome.
I've never received a Christmas card before Thanksgiving.
Well,
Mark, just so you know, that although you're blue, if you remember, you do get that little thing next to your, with the wrench. Next to the wrench, you get that little star thing. And a brand new member has a blue circle with a star in it. I mean, that's how that works.
So
Yeah, it's not very
what's the green? mean?
confusing.
James, your Christmas card is
If
on
you're
its
green,
way.
if you're green, if you're
I
green, that
send
means
it
you're.
the same time as. Let's.
Yep. Well, I'm pretty sure if you sent it at the same time, we will receive it by Christmas
Yep.
2025.
I'm
Should
pretty
I get
sure.
my whistle and do this? Bill's trying to explain what green is.
It ain't easy being green.
Go ahead, Bill.
It's not.
It's my last name. but go
Well,
ahead.
it ain't easy being green. Just so you know, if you've got a membership, which means you're paying every month, and for right now, you guys are all paid for the first month. You get a little icon or a little emoji next to your little star. Right now, it's just that's what Art has chosen for his paid members. That's all. And the only reason it'd be green would be if you didn't have a wrench. Then you would be green because you were paying to be a member. That's all. It's very simple.
Make a comment. Oh yes, you're blue now. You've got the wrench.
So you got a wrench and you're a member. So you've got a little blue star thingy. Like right. What color is mine? Wait, let's say something. It's poop. Now what color is that?
You're brown. Poop. Brown star. The old brown.
Well, I've been a member for a while. So how long have I been a member? Let's find out.
Since it started.
No,
Hey, Bill,
I doubt that.
don't look to see how long I've been a member on yours. So
Because you've made believe you just subscribed, and I get it. That's okay.
you checked it, right? I'm there, right?
No, I didn't look.
But I bet you will.
No. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. If you don't,
no.
I understand. That's fine too. It's you're a very busy man. You got a big channel with 50, 60,000 subscribers. You got things to do.
No, we have it's a slow growing channel, but it's always growing. So I always tell everybody that's a good thing. You don't have to go viral.
No, it's not. It's not showing because somehow you're private or something because it didn't show that you joined.
No. You want me to go? I'll show you a screen capture. I'll show you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you didn't. I went up one subscriber, but it did not show up in my notifications.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
I want to show you. I want to show you something right here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a screen capture because
it could be you.
Crap. I want to show you. No,
screen capture when you can't open another browser window.
Yeah,
I know he's just.
Hey, listen.
He's talented when he wants to be.
I'm a senior citizen. Give me a break, guys.
I think all of us here are.
That's what I love so much about the Philippines. They respect their senior citizens over here.
We're not disrespecting you.
Hold on, let me see.
Age.
That's because Mark. That's because I've been a member for a long time, and your icon changes. That's all.
Hold on. No, I got to prove this. I got to prove this to you. So anyway, okay. I think I got it open. I got to figure it out.
I believe you. I went up one.
I am so technically challenged. I got to tell you.
This coming from a guy who builds things and halfway, 3/4 of the way across the world. Yeah,
I don't know. Okay, is this the one? I don't know. I can't even see. It's so tiny. The thumbnail is so tiny. Art. Now I got to go back over to your. Is it? Can you see? You see to the left where it says who my subscriptions are?
Yes,
it says Art.
There it is.
It says Alexis. It says Uncle Bill. Okay.
Where's my name?
Well, that's just the beginning of the list. That's just the beginning. Yeah. Do I have to do that with? Come on, Jim. We've been friends for a long time.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I post the video. You
all right. I just had to show you. I can't believe I had to do that. I only had to do that with one. I only did that with one other person in my entire life. Somebody. Let me tell you the story. The story went as I'm going to tell here. Somebody asked me. What they did was they said they went on my channel to asking me to promote. Hold on. Am I the only one that's on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Art did that to you.
So this is my story. This is my story. Let me tell you. And I again, nobody's ever challenged me, but except for one person. What this guy did, he said, I put a link to one of my friends' channels that said, I want everybody on this channel to subscribe to this other channel. And it was actually a friend of mine whose link for his channel that he put it on there. And I told him, he said, and you deleted me. And I said, I didn't delete you. I didn't delete you. I said, I don't do that. He said, well, it didn't show up. As soon as I put it on there, it didn't show up on there. I said, because it probably fell in my spam folder. In my spam folder, I have a very, very strict spam folder. That's why you'll never see any curse word that I wrote in my spam filter, every curse word that I know in the dictionary. I put inside there. Also inside there, anything that has the word hate or ugly, anything that's a negative connotation. So if it goes in there, it'll show up in my spam. And if it's somebody just says, I really hate hamburgers, I'll go ahead and put it on there. I will go ahead and approve it and it will go on there. So this is what I told the guy, because one of the things the spam folder also does, if you put a URL on there, because there's a lot of like porno type things that go on there, and there will be a link to like a hot girl site and things like that. So anything that has a URL will get caught in my spam folder. And if it's legitimate, I post it. So the guy challenged me. He said, you deleted it. You deleted it inside there. So I had to go inside there and I had to do exactly what I did. I went to my spam folder and I showed him that here it is. It's sitting inside my spam folder inside here. Then I approved it and went on there. But I felt really bad that I had to prove it to this guy who was a friend at the time. He's not a friend anymore because he's become he's evil. He's evil. I'm not going to go any further into that. But
evil story.
Up until you, Bill, that's the only time I had to prove.
Oh,
sorry. I was listening to every word.
Anyway, but I know it was all good here. But the other one, it wasn't good. I was pretty upset about that. But I had fun. Doing this one right here, showing you that one. So but it's there.
Thing.
It's there. It's there.
Those URLs for porn sites, just forward them to me. You've got my email.
Definitely.
No, I will tell you, and it's really important to have a good spam filter on your channel, especially if it's a growing channel, because every single new episode that I post, immediately there's some kind of a bot that goes inside the background. What they do, I'll go and I'll immediately look inside there, and there will be like 10 immediately within seconds after I post. There'll be like 10 for these Russian girly sites and stuff like that. They'll be
mail order bride.
Yeah, I don't know. It just says it uses the word SCX inside there. There will be the word girls, and I know immediately to just block them. Or actually, what I do is I flag them. You can flag them at YouTube, and YouTube is supposed to go back in and look and see if instead of deleting them or blocking them, I flag them, which removes them off there. Because if you block them, you're only blocking them for your channel. If you flag them, it will be flagged for everyone, so they won't.
I'm awake. I'm just listening about flagging these sons of bitches. That I'm here. I'm ready to go.
And a spam filter is different than a sperm filter.
I am tired. It's been a long day. I was at work. I got up 6 this morning to go to work, and it's been a long day. That's all.
And you're going tomorrow?
16 hours. I might have to work tomorrow. Just so all you guys know, my stream tomorrow will probably be better because Jim's probably going to have to carry the load, because at 10 o'clock I may have to be at work. So I'll start the show and I'll be there, but I'll be called away. We close at 10, so I'll be,
So Jim will be running. Jim will be running your live stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll just be checking in.
I'll make sure I'm gonna be there.
I've got
all right, shotgun.
You have no idea
Jim does it right.
I'm not sure.
Otherwise, if Jim screws up, he'll be hearing, and it's on delayed. So in about a few seconds, you'll hear, "No, God, no. Please, no, God, no, no." So you'll be hearing that in a few seconds.
No, God!
There you go.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Artie will be there too.
I love that guy, Jim Carell. I love that guy.
If you're not going to be there, I've got the power. Who the hell comes in or not, Bill?
I will start the show, like normal at 10 o'clock. But I'll be closing drawers, kicking people out, doing what I have to do. So I'll be leaving and coming back, and then I'll get my car, and we'll continue to stream, and I'll be in my car on the way home, and then we'll finish it at the house. I've done that before.
Yeah,
If I have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. I mean, I know I'm sleepy now, but it's going to be even worse tomorrow because I have to get up very early, go out to my dad's place, clean the crap out of his yard, the trees and branches and stuff, and possibly drive all the way back to Port St. Lucie and then close. We'll see. And then run a stream.
Well, guys, that's been 3 hours. It's time for me to shut down.
James,
but you guys, we could keep chatting.
Cutting me off.
But,
Believe this.
guys in the chat.
Just let James host it so that he knows that he's subscribed.
I think I'm going to
If I don't-
unsubscribe from our show, and I'm going to start coming on your show, Bill, if you send me a link.
You're more than welcome, James. I'll send you a link.
I put the link, and you are welcome to come in anytime, James. I mean, I actually pay for StreamYard, so that thing is in the corner of my channel.
Oh,
Nailed it, Mudball.
but you know what? I'm gonna go, Bill. When I get done with this, I'm gonna go back up and open Safari. I'm not gonna unsubscribe from you. I'm gonna hit the notification thing inside there. I want to be notified. I want to know when you're, because I don't know when you're. When you said
If you want to
tomorrow.
know if you want to know whether you should be on my stream or not, just watch last week.
Okay, I'll do it. Is that a
All
good
right,
thing or-
everybody
is that
in
a
the
good
chat.
thing or a bad thing?
We'll catch you all next week. And you have a great evening. Have a great weekend. Catch you next time. Remember, keep them flying.
Yeah,
It's all
Good night.
about Alexis. It's all about Alexis. Alexis, you gonna be there next week? You gonna be there tomorrow night?